Welcome to the Outdoor Channel Rodeo Roundup, brought to you by Barstow Pro Rodeo Equipment, manufacture the very finest in riding and working cowboy gear. The Professional Rodeo Cowboys Association. Guess Silversmith, crafting a legend piece by piece. Hardcore Cowboy. Hey, are you hardcore? Wrangler Shirts and Jeans, the official shirts and jeans of the National High School Rodeo Association. Smith Brothers, whether it's roping, riding, or racing, it's Smith Brothers coming at you. Corral West Ranch Wear, the official Western wear dealer of the National High School Rodeo Association. Outback Trading Company, the original Australian outfitters, and Professional Choice Ropes Incorporated. This week's rodeo is sanctioned by the National High School Rodeo Association, and we are live for Championship High School Rodeo in Germantown, Tennessee.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Outdoor Channel's Rodeo Roundup. This week, we start our high school rodeo season from Memphis, Tennessee, the Shelby Showplace Arena. Dennis Hathaway and Andy Stewart. We've got 500 kids from 5 states showing up, Andy.
That's going to be great. You know, great format for high school rodeo. They bring these states together. These kids all get a chance to compete. Kind of a mini format as they prepare for the National High School Finals Rodeo, which you'll see on the Outdoor Channel this year. So we're really excited about the upcoming summer run.
Well, if you take a look at your TV there, you see the cowgirl down there with the Suey Pig hat on. We got Arkansas, we got Illinois, Kentucky, Mississippi, and the host state, Tennessee. And I got to watch a couple of the go-rounds prior to this one. I tell you what, we're blazing some times, our cowgirls are, in some of the timed events. The Cowboys and the rough stock, I think they know that they're being watched by a lot more people from the different states because they're cowboying up pretty good also.
Yeah, you know, we're going to bring you the timed events, you know, as highlights this week. We're going to bring you a lot of the rough stock action. It just gets started in our summer run of high school rodeo. It being so tremendously popular, and that's because of you, the viewer. Calling, emailing, telling us how much you enjoy high school rodeo, the millions of fans that watch the show each week from across the country. We're going to bring you that, but let me tell you what else we're going to bring you this summer. We're going to bring you some rough stock only events. That was also very popular. Bareback, saddle bronc, and bull riding. We've got some straight bull riding that's going to be coming your way. I'm really excited about the summer run here on the show. We're going to have a lot of fun.
You bet. And these kids here, they're getting ready to have a lot of fun because they're all working for those points to get into the National High School Finals Rodeo. And that's going to go down in July in Springfield, and we're going to be there to televise that also.
You bet. Springfield, Illinois, what a great host they were. You know, the largest rodeo in the world, folks, is the National High School Finals Rodeo. And we have the distinct opportunity of bringing it to you this summer right here on the Outdoor Channel Rodeo Roundup. So we thanks to you, our TV fans, and all the rodeo fans out there for tuning in. We have got a great show coming your way this week. Over 500 contestants going to be here in all the sanctioned events of high school rodeo, and you at home have a front row seat. And we'll be back with more on the Outdoor Channel Rodeo Roundup right after this.
Look out. Here comes complete rodeo coverage in the colorful Pro Rodeo Sports News. Feature stories, action photos, and the latest news in the original publication of the Professional Rodeo Cowboys Association. Get all the rodeo information you crave in 25 issues each year, including the magazine-style year-end edition that recaps the year's highlights. That's 2 big issues of Pro Rodeo Sports News every month. Call now, 1-800-RODEO-4U.
Giz Silversmith, official buckle maker and national sponsor of the National High School Rodeo Association. Our unmistakable design, quality craftsmanship, and long-standing tradition of excellence has inspired individuals and associations to personalize custom products to reward their members and celebrities. When you're in the market for award or personalized buckles, jewelry, bits, and spurs, give nothing but the best. Call Giz Silversmith for over 30 years crafting a legend piece by piece.
It's tough to put your finger on it. That's something that powers some to get anything done. But when somebody's got this kind of drive, you'll know. Just look at their truck. Welcome to Ford country, land of the Indestructibles and home of the F-Series. When you're built Ford tough, you're out to take on anything. Just bring it on.
We make the gear. You still have to make the aid. Barstow Pro Rodeo Equipment.
Well, it's time to start the high school season off as we go bareback riding. Our Barstow Pro Rodeo Equipment sponsored bareback riding event. Mark the horse out, put your free hand in the air, don't touch yourself or the horse. Scotty Neesmith, Josh Krager, Drew Watkins, Ty Palmer, Matt Kratz, Christopher Kurt, and Stephen Lester are the Cowboys up. You've seen the horses they've drawn tonight. And I tell you, after watching the first 2 or 3 rounds here, getting in towards the finals, which we're coming to next weekend, the first 3 rounds were pretty good with good bareback riders. I'm expecting a lot out of these guys.
I tell you what, these kids are just having a great time out here. I'm having a lot of fun. I enjoy it, and I love watching the bareback ride at high school rodeo. These kids are hanging on for everything they're worth. We look to Scotty Neesmith, Morristown, Tennessee. Here's a kid just trying his heart out right here, getting those feet moving from front to the back, wanting to get a good score to start off things in the bareback ride, and I think he's going to do it. Nothing but hustle, nothing but try out of these kids, and that's what we like to see. High school rodeo, that's what it's all about. This is a training ground for professional rodeo. These kids come in here, give it their all. They have a good time. We have a good time, and we got 75 points to start off the bareback ride.
Well, Scotty's right. Here's we'll take a look at the video vault. He comes out, both feet on each side like they're supposed to be, and he's going to lose it right here. One goes over to the left. His left foot goes over the right side. Here, he gets back into rhythm. He tries to get it back. I think he'd had more points had he been able to keep that left foot over, but 75, good way to start things off. Stay in Tennessee for the next Cowboy up. Columbia, Tennessee for Josh Krager now. Dashboard is the horse he's drawing.
Well, you got to feel bad to get to the rodeo to see the horses you have drawn called Dashboard.
Yeah.
Let's see if Josh Krager can get her done. Columbia, Tennessee Cowboy. He's trying hard to make that short round, just trying to stay in the middle, legs one side to the other. But 8 seconds is what counts here. We've talked about the preliminary rounds. We're coming in here. This is their last shot to get us a qualified ride to make it to that short round. That's where we're going to decide the winners. So we're really going to see these kids try extra hard here in this round.
We take a look at Josh. He comes down and watch the feet. He gets them in a pretty good position starting off. Now, right about here, they start dropping down and starts kind of D'ing up, and that's going to hurt him a little bit. So Josh Krager comes in with 71 points. Bouncing around a little bit to the left and right, kind of sloppy towards the end. But 71 points puts him in the second place right now. Drew Watkins, Philadelphia, Mississippi, and Big Nose Kate is the horse he is drawing. Let's watch this horse, Anderson.
Let's see if the young man with the Magnolia State can make her happen. 75 the score. A little wild on the start. Oh, boy. There's problems. Drew, get out of there. Good job right there. Cowboy reaching up, getting his hand out of that rigging. Had he had not done that, that could have been a bad wreck right there. They're going to give him the option for a re-ride. They're going to offer it to him, and I guarantee you this kid's going to take it. He wants in that short round. Horse fouled him, folks, for those of you that do not know the rules of rodeo. When a horse goes down like that on the Cowboy, he fouls and the judge declares a foul. He'll get his hand out of the rigging the best he can, and they'll give him another shot at it, another re-ride, maybe to make it to that short round.
Well, it's very, very critical. Those kids coming up in rodeo learn how to get out of that rig, and Drew Watkins did a good job right there saving himself. Tallahatchie, Mississippi we go to next. Ty Palmer's a Cowboy. Jackrabbit is a horse.
Well, we're going to ride the Jackrabbit this afternoon. I'm telling you, Ty's just hanging on up there. And I don't know, folks, if you've never been on a bareback horse, don't laugh. It's a lot harder than it looks. You've got to get in rhythm and in time with that horse. All your feet have got to be working from the front of the shoulders back to that rigging. This kid just had a bad day, and he's feeling it about right now. He's a little bit disgusted, going to come away with a no score. But, you know, there's always tomorrow. This guy could one day be the world champion. He gets everything put together, you know.
Well, kind of a practice ride for him. They say he missed the horse out on the mark out, so he takes a no score for Ty Palmer. Earl's Girl is the horse that's coming up next. Morton, Mississippi brings us the Cowboy, Matt Craps. Now 75 points still in the lead.
Well, Cowboy leaning way back. Looks like he knows what he's doing. Got those feet up over the point of the horse's shoulders for the mark out. Earl's Girl wanting to take a little run at it before she starts to break, and he is in trouble. And oh, boy, he got stepped on right there at the end. That horse came down the back of his leg. Now, had that been you or I out there, we'd still be down. But, you know, these kids are in high school. It doesn't affect them. They just get up and walk it off.
Well, had it been you or I, it would have been a dream, because it definitely wouldn't have been I out there.
Ouch. Oh, boy, yeah, that hurt. Good camera work by the crew at Alomar right there, putting you right on top of the action. As we go to Christopher Curl now. Here's Cowboy. First one we're going to see from the state of Arkansas. Razorback Cowboy. Smack over Arkansas. The horse they call Smoke Rings. Good-looking gray horse. Let's see if Smack over Cowboy can get it going. Got to get those feet working. Oh, man, 1 point landing right on top of the resistol right there. Put a new shape in it.
Going to need a new resistol hat there, as you saw Christopher Curl. I mean, where else can you come for and be a bareback rider but smack over Arkansas? Huh? What a name for a good town for a bareback rider. Watch him here. He's got his feet in the proper position, but he just keeps them there. He doesn't do much movement. I think that's what cost him. Doesn't let him allow to get him a good motion going. Right here's where he kind of loses it as he comes around, puts him right on the...
Yep, smack over on his head.
Blows his hand over, smack over on his head, exactly. Black Gold is the horse coming to us next. Perryville, Kentucky Cowboy. Stephen Lester is the one ready to go. Riding with the helmet as he comes, nods, and outside he comes.
I like to see cowboys from Illinois and Kentucky, some of the states in the Midwest and in the Northeast, cowboys. It tells you rodeo's strong. He's staying on there for 8 seconds. And what you don't know, folks, you see his hand there. It's a lot easier to ride these horses if you get those feet moving. It's actually harder to ride one if you just try to sit there and hang on. So actually, you know, we got kids that they can ride them. If they just get the spur lick down, they're going to be some points. Watch him right here. Reaches with that free hand. Yeah, that cost him. I saw that dirty laundry fly. That's going to be a no score for him. And we talked about that re-ride. Here's Cowboy, Drew Watkins from Mississippi. His re-ride horse is Rough Rider. Let's see now if we can make something happen. You saw Big Nose Kate go down with him a little bit earlier. We're trying to beat 75 points to take the lead. Took a little run there. Pickup man trying to work that horse around. Drew Watkins back and forth, up and down, reaching for that rig, and not going to be a very good score for this Cowboy. Just didn't get in time with the horse like he needed to be. He made the 8-second ride, though. And let's see, 60 points. I don't know if it'll be enough to make it to the short round right now, but we do have a qualified ride for the Cowboy from Mississippi.
Well, I tell you, tough luck for this Cowboy because he had a pretty decent horse to start with. Probably could have scored big on. She fell down. Now he gets one that doesn't help him out as much. You see here, it's more of a runner than a bucker, and he's just kind of being snapped around and can't get into a rhythm with him. Here he's going to come up around where the pickup man's going to get bumped on him and help him out there. As he goes around to no score as a 60. Oh, I'm sorry, he gets a 60-point ride. Scotty Neesmith, 75. Josh Krager, 71. And Drew Watkins, 60. Those were the 3 Cowboys that scored. We got more right after this.
Look out! Here comes complete rodeo coverage in the colorful Pro Rodeo Sports News. Feature stories, action photos, and the latest news in the original publication of the Professional Rodeo Cowboys Association. Get all the rodeo information you crave in 25 issues each year, including the magazine-style year-end edition that recaps the year's highlights. That's 2 big issues of Pro Rodeo Sports News every month. Call now, 1-800-RODEO-4U.
Giz Silversmith, official buckle maker and national sponsor of the National High School Rodeo Association. Our unmistakable design, quality craftsmanship, and long-standing tradition of excellence has inspired individuals and associations to personalize custom products to reward their members and celebrities. When you're in the market for award or personalized buckles, jewelry, bits, and spurs, give nothing but the best. Call Giz Silversmith for over 30 years crafting a legend piece by piece.
It's tough to put your finger on it. That's something that powers some to get anything done. But when somebody's got this kind of drive, you'll know. Just look at their truck. Welcome to Ford Country, land of the Indestructibles and home of the F-Series. When you're built Ford tough, you're out to take on anything. Just bring it on.
Pro Rodeo Equipment.
States High School Rodeo in full swing as we get set to go barrel racing. Brought to you by our friends at Springfield 2001, home of the 2001 National High School Finals Rodeo. There are the rules in the barrel racing. Here are the cowgirls that we're going to see this evening. We'll start with Cassidy Griffin, Casey Yarborough, Jessica Pavito, Haley Thompson, Lane Smith as we work down the list. I'll tell you what, I love this event. Fast horses, beautiful ladies, an exciting event, especially the cowgirls are mounted like the cowgirls we have here. They are riding some of the best horses in the business. Cassidy Griffin's going to show you why barrel racing becoming very, very popular. These young ladies riding horses worth $20, $30, $40, $50, $60,000. You know, you can't put a price tag on one of them when they carry your little girl to the National High School Finals Rodeo, and we got to run right here. Let's start off with a bang of 15.306, and it's only going to get better from here, Dennis.
Yeah, I tell you what, Andy, this is one of those groups that have got some of the fastest horses around, and this part of the country, for some reason, brings in a great group of cowgirls when it comes to barrel racing. And also pole bending, we've got a good group coming up, so keep your eyes on them. It's Casey Yarbrough, Parsons, Tennessee, is the first one that we've got coming here from the state of Tennessee in this round. She hits barrel 2 and comes around pretty nice, a little bit slow. The horse not quite putting out as much as she probably could. Now she'll try to turn him and head him for home. Now 15.306 from Cassie Griffin leading up. We come into 16.519 for Casey Yarbrough.
Let's move to Tennessee again. Jessica Pavito, Millington, Tennessee. Now, we have seen some of these cowgirls before, previous high school rodeo action, and we got some great barrel racers. Look at the sorrel horse here, working around them barrels. You see her reach up there, put her hand on his neck there. Look at him. She stretches out and runs around that third. Headed down the home stretch. Going to whip him on the hairy side a little bit. We got a time of 15.861, 15.861.
Well, we're going to stay in Tennessee again. Crawford, Tennessee, cowgirl coming to us. This is Haley Thompson again, 15.306, still leading us. Well, Crawford, Mississippi cowgirl. I'm sorry, we're going down to a different state, just a little bit south of Memphis. She comes in, got the fringe flying around barrel number 1. Got the right-hand turn. She'll follow the 2 lefts, a little bit tight, but got it tipped. It's still up there. Now, this is where she's got to turn him on. Make the turn and let the coal run. Get the old horse stretched out, headed towards the outgate. She turns a 15.465 in, 15.465.
That will stay in the state of Arkansas as we go to the next young lady. We're talking about Lane Smith, Dover, Arkansas. Coming down the alleyway here, the horses come in at full speed, and you'll notice they'll run to a closed gate. Those are the rules in high school rodeo. The alleyway's open, but when they go to leave out, the alleyway is closed. That's for safety reasons in high school rodeo. Barrels 1 and 2 look good. This cowgirl's setting up riding this horse like you're supposed to as we come around 3, headed down the home stretch. Good run for the young lady. Time coming in at 15.930 for Lane Smith of Dover, Arkansas.
Well, as we go to our next barrel racer, we've got no barrels on the ground so far. They're all been standing up. These cowgirls putting the heat on each other. Tiffany Keeling out of Denard, Arkansas is our next cowgirl to go. Through the end gate into the arena, makes the first right-hand turn now. She's got to follow that up with the 2 left hands. She's got to put the heat on the horse, push him just a little bit more. In this event, you cannot be 100th or 1,000th second behind because it's very, very close. Tiffany Keeling here, she heads towards our electric eye timer, comes in with a 16.462. 16.462 will probably not get her in to the final round.
Well, at 15.306, still leading at the barrel racing right now. To move our next cowgirl to go, gonna be Shauna Alsop, Greenbrier, Arkansas. Coming in riding the paint horse. Round number 1, headed over to number 2. Now I want you to watch the paint horse. He's making all the right moves. He doesn't look like he's running very hard, but he's doing it just right. You know, sometimes if you do it right, it's faster than if you do it wrong and do it in a hurry. She heads down the home stretch, sits up there, not fast enough, 16.067. Thought we might be quicker than that, but we weren't. 16.067 for Shauna Alsop.
Well, this round we've seemed to have drawn up all the Arkansas and Tennessee cowgirls. Brennell House comes up to us next out of Benton, Arkansas. 15.306 from Cassidy Griffin is lead. Here's our first left-handed cowgirl making that left turn on the first barrel. Now she'll come back, get the 2 right-hand turns to follow up. Watch that time up in the right-hand corner in the Springfield 2001 as she turns around the last barrel about the 11 to 12 second range. She's got to push him to get back if she's going to make it into 15s. And she does, a 15.865.
Well, a great run for the Benton, Arkansas cow. I love her hometown of Benton. I'll be back there in September for the PBR in Benton, Arkansas. Let's go to Jenny Needham now. Dryer, Tennessee. Cowgirl coming in. We're back to your home state now, Tennessee. Round number 1, headed over to number 2. Makes a good turn on number 2. Got to hustle out there. See how the horse kind of hangs up around that barrel? You don't want that to happen. Everything's got to flow smooth. Good turn on the 3rd barrel. Get the done horse headed in the right direction. Time coming in at 16.115. 16.115 for the Dryer, Tennessee cowgirl. 1 more to go, and she's from Arkansas, Dennis.
You bet. Savannah Scarberry is up next to go. Now 15.306 still in the lead. This cowgirl comes in, gets everything set the way she wanted, and then turns the horse loose coming around to the first barrel. And this cowgirl, I've seen her warming this horse up and working a little bit early this week. She is one that can put the fast time on. So we'll keep our eyes on her here. She heads around this 3rd barrel. Look at the time in the corner.
Good.
She's a little bit faster. Now here's the horse really stretching out. Check her time as she comes across. Not quite a 15.306, but a 15.369. Going to put her in second place in the go-round. So we get the Mississippi Cowgirl in first, the Arkansas Cowgirl in second. Cassidy Griffin, Savannah Scarberry, Haley Thompson, Jessica Pavita, Brenna House, and Lane Smith. Those are the top ones in our Springfield 2001 sponsored barrel racing. Team roping coming next.
Look out. Here comes complete rodeo coverage in the colorful Pro Rodeo Sports News. Feature stories, action photos, and the latest news in the original publication of the Professional Rodeo Cowboys Association. Get all the rodeo information you crave in 25 issues each year, including the magazine-style year-end edition that recaps the year's highlights. That's 2 big issues of Pro Rodeo Sports News every month. Call now, 1-800-RODEO-4U.
Giz Silversmith, official buckle maker and national sponsor of the National High School Rodeo Association. Our unmistakable design, quality craftsmanship, and long-standing tradition of excellence has inspired individuals and associations to personalize custom products to reward their members and celebrities. When you're in the market for award or personalized buckles, jewelry, bits, and spurs, give nothing but the best. Call Giz Silversmith. For over 30 years, crafting a legend piece by piece.
It's tough to put your finger on it. That's something that powers some to get anything done. But when somebody's got this kind of drive, you'll know. Just look at their truck. Welcome to Ford Country, land of the Indestructibles and home of the F-Series. When you're built Ford tough, you're out to take on anything. Just bring it on.
We make the gear. You still have to make the aid. Barstow Pro Rodeo Equipment.
Welcome back to Tennessee. What do you say? Let's turn and burn the team rope a little bit. Heading and heeling. Brought to you by our friends at Smith Brothers. Whether it's riding, roping, or racing, it's Smith Brothers coming at you. We'll take a look at the cowboys and cowgirls that we will see in the team roping competition. You know, this is a, what's the word I'm looking for? Help me here.
Good.
Yeah, not good. You know, it's guys and girls both.
It can be co-ed.
Yeah, co-ed. That's right, in high school rodeo.
I can't read your mind. I really don't know where you're going to. The first team up, Walt Parker, Brandy Jo Waller. Arkansas team. This is the Cowboy Cowgirl team. Walt on the head side, Brandy Jo on the heels.
Oh,
Throw
boy.
a time in there of 8.879. I tell you what, this is going to be a tough one.
There's every team roper's dream. A nice-looking young lady that can heel extremely well. How about that? Comes around the corner, puts it in there 2 feet, pulled back. We got a good time. Let's go to Cale Emmett. Jake Penalto, Ponca, Arkansas, Lincoln, Arkansas teamed up here. Had her working, kind of like the quarterback. He sets the run up, comes there, good horn catch, around the head. Heeler comes around over the back, puts it in. What do we come up with? Uh-oh, bad news. We got him caught, but only one on the backside. That'll add a 5-second penalty. We'll make them an 8.273 plus 5, make them 13.273.
Well, our high school kids here look about as good as some of the professionals we've seen here
You
lately.
bet.
Casey Little, Wade Pickerel, Illinois Cowboys, Tuscola and Coffeen, Illinois. They get a good run coming down. The head catch, a nice catch, slick horn around. Comes into the heel shot, puts it down on the back two. You bet. Picks him right up there, the 9.649.
These kids are roping some steers in here tonight. Let's go to the next man. Ray Donald, Scott Thomas, Versailles, Kentucky, Morganfield, Kentucky. They're everywhere. Now, we talked about the price of barrel horses. You think they're expensive? Go out and try to buy you a good roping horse nowadays with the popularity of team roping. I've seen them give it upwards of $20,000, $30,000 for a good head horse, $50,000, $60,000 for a good heel horse that can take you all the way to the finals. Reaches out there, airmails one, comes back with 2 feet. Nice run, boys. 8.976 for that team.
Well, we get going along with only one team so far with the penalty. The rest of them catching them clean as we go to Scotty Neesmith out of Morristown, Tennessee. Saw him bareback ride a little bit earlier. Kenny Sparks, Sparta, Tennessee is the next one up to go. They need a quick one, and they're going to look for one right here. Get a quick throw on the head side. The heater comes in, lays it in there, pulls it tight, stops it. Ooh, we get a good stop at 7.177, but they only catch one heel. Rope themselves a 5-second penalty. So they get a 12.177.
These kids are serious about their team roping, and with the popularity of team roping across the nation, you know, later on this year, we're going to be bringing the North American Team Roping Association National Finals right here on the Outdoor Channel. So you team roping fans will get a chance to see that as we go to Wes Cowart and Wesley Brunson, Braxton and Terry, Mississippi here. Now, I know Wes Brunson, as we talk about the NATRA Finals, Wes Brunson won over $30,000 last year in Guthrie, Oklahoma. That red-headed kid right there from Mississippi can rope steers and rope some good. They get a penalty today. We'll add a 5 to their time of 9.281.
Adam McMahon and Savannah Scarberry. We saw her running some barrels. Now she's going to be heeling. The Arkansas Cowboy and Cowgirl. Watch here as he comes out. There's the throw to the head side. Nice catch. Gets it turned off. Savannah kind of roll in on the final end. Gets the throw down. She's waiting. Oh, missed the down a little bit. She'll have to pull back one time here. Get him stretched out. You must have that rope tight, that steer stretched between you before you stop the clock. You get a 13.425. She gets one of the heels, a +5 for there. Gives them an 18.425 total time for Adam and Savannah.
Let's go to Mississippi for Nathan Phillips and Austin Davis. Florence, Mississippi, home of my friend William Pittman. National Finals qualifier in a bareback ride. Tallahatchie, Mississippi. Magnolia State Cowboys making their way in here. Neck catch. Doesn't handle him very well. That's what happens when that rope slips off the horns, comes around the neck. You get that jerk and that whip action. Heeler has to make up some time, catch up. Gets 2 feet rope. We'll get a time coming in of 11.374. I tell you what, Dennis, that kid did a good job of recovering. That handle, once that steer whipped out of shape, he really kicked that pony up, got in there, and made a nice shot.
You bet, Andy. And you get 3 legal head catches. You get slick around the horns, all the way around the neck, or half head. The Cowboy there getting all around the neck, so he gets a good shot. Coleman Gertz, Jesse Flitz. The Illinois Cowboys coming up. Catch on the head side, moves him out. The heel side slips her right in. Gets a 9.441, but we got to add 5 again. Man got just one heel. 9.441 plus 5.
I am impressed. I have seen some good team roping out of these kids, and the National High School Finals ought to be great. As we take a look at the standings, the team roping, Parker and Walker, the co-ed team, walk away with the win. Had some other great roping took place here, too, as we're going to get set up to take a look at the highlight reel for the Cowgirls and the breakaway, and the Cowboys and the calf roping, as we start with Lacey Smith, a time of 4.573.
Elizabeth Frisbee comes in. She turns a time of 6.022 and a little bit of a long run for her. She could have been a little bit quicker.
Below to our next Cowgirl, Shelly Brawner, 6.749. Calf ducking and diving on her there. Does a good job just to get it on him. And a run of 6.749.
Watch here, Stormy Eubanks. She turns a 4.487 in to take over the lead in it. She'll make it in the finals, and calf roping we win.
Well, Nathan Phillips started us off with the calf roping. 16.113, a little bit longer than what he wanted to be. That's the way it works. You see that calf roll back around in front of that chute. He gets the front leg, puts the back two together, puts a good tie on him, 16.113.
Tyler Pearson comes in. His time of 17.034. He had a little bit of trouble when he got down to the end, getting him picked up. That's tough when you got to pick that big old heavy calf up. He gets a little bit of time getting his picking string out of his belt. The loop around goes right here, and his 17.034 is the time.
Well, Jason DeMint sped things up a little bit. 12.090 was his run. Long, lanky kid here. Watch this kid when he goes to work on the ground. 1, 2, 3. Bobbled just a little bit there. If he had, we were looking at a 10-second run.
Well, Brother Chris comes in at 13.359. Had a little trouble getting off his horse, and once he gets down to him, he puts a pretty good quick tie on him as he gets the front leg, the back two up, round and round he goes, and whoops the half hitch on him.
Trey Norris, a 14.749, but he had trouble at the barrier. He left too soon, as you see that +10, and broke the barrier. Had a little problem catching up with the calf, getting his speed under him. Finally gets him put to the ground, takes that final ramp on the rope, and makes a nice run. Folks, we got more great high school rodeo action coming your way right after this.
Introducing a new cutting-edge brand of the finest quality hats, t-shirts, and stickers for the rodeo enthusiasts from HardcoreCowboyOnline.com. Get on the hottest new Western website and let everyone know you're a hardcore rodeo fan or participant, and maybe you'll wind up in one of our upcoming ads. Get a catalog and a free hardcore sticker. Post your hardcore story. Find out who's the most hardcore cowboy or cowgirl at HardcoreCowboyOnline.com. Cool hats, cool t-shirts, and a free hardcore sticker just for answering the question, are you hardcore?
It's tough to put your finger on it. That's something that powers some to get anything done. But when somebody's got this kind of drive, you'll know. Just look at their truck. Welcome to Ford Country, land of the Indestructibles and home of the F-Series. When you're built Ford tough, you're out to take on anything. Just bring it on.
GlobalRanch.com and the NHSRA have partnered together to raise scholarship funds through an online auction. Potential bidders will be able to view the items 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with the auction taking place July 1 through July 31. Bid on items and merchandise from some of the leading companies and people in the industry while supporting a great cause. The auction can be accessed through GlobalRanch.com, the official internet partner of the NHSRA. All proceeds will go to support the scholarship fund of the National High School Rodeo Association.
Back to the Shelby Showplace Arena, Memphis, Tennessee. We bring in the big man's event rodeo. The Cowboys are coming in to start the steer wrestling, sponsored by Hardcore Cowboy. Travis Pierce, Preston Krager, Chad Evans, Ty Governor, Bo Roberts, Jim Adcock, and Josh Krager. Those are the Cowboys up. The Hardcore Cowboy sponsored steer wrestling, Andy.
Well, hardcorecowboy.com. Are you hardcore? Go by and check out that website. Got a neat space on that website there where cowboys and cowgirls can send in their stories and letters about if they're really hardcore. So they'll be posted on the website. So go by and check them out at hardcorecowboy.com. We are proud to have them as a new sponsor of the Outdoor Channel Rodeo Roundup. Here's Travis Pierce. Uh-oh, get a little hardcore story right there as he goes down. Got to get that steer standing. Go to the nose, bring him around, puts him on the ground just like that. Nice and easy. 9.913. Now, he had some problems, Dennis. The rules say that that steer goes down. You have to get that steer to his feet. Now, right here, the steer goes down. Now, what he has to do is get that steer back up on his feet before he can throw him to the ground, or it will not be a legal run. He does that, goes for the nose, and watch here. Just uses pure strength right here. He's holding that steer, grabs him by the nose, brings him on around, and just a good job of hustling up by the Cowboys.
Well, Preston Krager's next Cowboy up out of Columbia, Tennessee. 9.913 that Travis Pierce turned in. I bet Travis thought it was slow motion there as long as it took him.
Look here, we got a Sid Steiner look-alike. Yeah. He watched the national finals. He's got one of those leopard print shirts as he takes a slide. Sid Steiner, you know, set the world on fire with the dreadlocks and the leopard skin at the national finals rodeo. The best thing could happen to rodeo, and here's a kid that's following in his footsteps. I
tell you, though, he needs to start steer wrestling like him. You got to back up the top. Chad Evans out of Lowell, Arkansas is next up to go. 9.913 still in the lead.
Well, he's making a good run. You know, this kid wearing that pink shirt, he's part of the Wrangler All-Star team of high school rodeo. And you see why right there. Well-built kid for steer wrestling. Got, you know, his legs aren't real long, short, stocky kind of built guy. Real strong, very athletic. And he does a great job of handling this steer. I want you to watch the way he uses the momentum right here. Tucks the horn away, the steer's still moving. As long as you got that steer moving momentum, you can put him to the ground. You let that steer stop, you got your hands full.
We go next to Ty Gosman out of Hinesville, Arkansas. The Cowboy coming up. 5.410, Chad Evans. Now, he is in the lead. Watch here as he comes out. This kid is over there by himself, I think, Andy. Not much help from his hazers. That steer took a left turn. He goes down on the ground. He gets him a good quick time of 5.864.
Yeah, it was all the Cowboy there. Hazer was a little bit wide. The steer moved over. I want you to watch this kid, what he does right here. He just makes it happen. That's the difference between winning and losing, being a champion and not being a champion. Taking and making something out of nothing, and that's exactly what he did. Let's go to Josh Krager now, Columbia, Tennessee. Here's a kid right here. Big smile. He is happy. Watch him go to work right here. Come on, Josh. Hold him, hold him, hold him. Not a very big cowboy, a big steer. This is just the old college try right here. Well, WWF doesn't have action like this. Oh, man. Josh is thinking, maybe this isn't my event. You know, he's having second thoughts, maybe second guessing his decisions. I don't know if he's going to kiss him or throw him. There we go. All right, Josh.
You know, Josh don't want to see that in slow motion. It could take the rest of the day.
He's got to be proud of us putting it on national television.
Walking a little bit stiff, coming out. Looky here. We'll get it over quicker this way. Instead of slow motion, we'll just double or triple the speed and let you see it one time.
Yeah, you know, the Rubbermaid Cattle Company sends us this steer.
Old Rubberneck.
Yes.
Well, his time comes in at 23.873. Don't think that'll get him to the finals. Bo Roberts up next, BB Arkansas. Uh-oh, he danced up with him, got him off the side. He's going to be pretty quick.
Yes, good run.
4.670.
Oh, I want to have it up a little bit, Bo. I'll sure do it for you. This kid right here, he is a clown. Look at him. Oh, yeah. He loves it. He loves it. Mamas, lock your daughters up. Oh, boy. That's all you got to do when you're in BB Arkansas.
Kind of comes off a little bit to the front, but gets himself back in a good position. Gets him down quick on the ground. He's a good dancer, too. Watch this.
Well, he does a good
he's
job.
down from where you're at, you know.
Yeah, you bet. He does a great job of hustling up and getting that steer to the ground. Oh,
Cajun dancing to him. We'll send him down to visit you for about a week or two. Jim Adcock out of Readyville, Tennessee is the next cowboy to go. Bo Roberts is 4.67, is in the lead right now. 2 in the 5-second range. Let's see what Jim Adcock can do. Another Wrangler All-Star shirt. Oh, a long stretch, but he got a quick catch.
Oh, boy. Yes, sir. Oh, man, how about 3.808? Bo Roberts not dancing anymore. That Ford just got shot out of the saddle. This kid just makes a great run. Not a lot to work with, just manhandles a steer. He drew right in the pin, Dennis, and he made it happen.
Hazer helped him a lot right there and came in and kind of cut that steer and slowed him down right for him to get on top of him. That was a good job by the Hazer to help that cowboy out.
Yes, he did do a good job. You know, the cowboy just hustled up, put that steer to the ground. If we take a look at our standings from our friends at Hardcore Cowboy, there's some hardcore dancing. Jim Adcock, Bo Roberts, Chad Evans, the list goes on. We got more coming up, like the highlights from the Goat Time.
Introducing a new cutting-edge brand of the finest quality hats, T-shirts, and stickers for the rodeo enthusiasts from HardcoreCowboyOnline.com. Get on the hottest new Western website and let everyone know you're a hardcore rodeo fan or participant, and maybe you'll wind up in one of our upcoming ads. Get a catalog and a free hardcore sticker. Post your hardcore story. Find out who's the most hardcore cowboy or cowgirl at HardcoreCowboyOnline.com. Cool hats, cool T-shirts, and a free hardcore sticker just for answering the question, are you hardcore?
It's tough to put your finger on it. That's something that powers some to get anything done. But when somebody's got this kind of drive, you'll know. Just look at their truck. Welcome to Ford Country, land of the Indestructibles and home of the F-Series. When you're built Ford tough, you're out to take on anything. Just bring it on.
SmithBrothers.com coming at you.
GlobalRanch.com and the NHSRA have partnered together to raise scholarship funds through an online auction. Potential bidders will be able to view the items 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with the auction taking place July 1 through July 31. Bid on items and merchandise from some of the leading companies and people in the industry while supporting a great cause. The auction can be accessed through GlobalRanch.com, the official internet partner of the NHSRA. All proceeds will go to support the scholarship fund of the National High School Rodeo Association.
Well, they got all the trailers all set outside. The cowboys and cowgirls here from the 5 states. We're going to go back inside the Shelby Showplace Arena and bring you the highlights for the Goat Time.
Well, Ashley Herring started this off with a 10.673, making a nice run in the Goat Time, brought to you by Outback Trading Company.
Adrienne Wells, 12.631. Her time she gets the goat picked up, the 3 legs tied together, wrap them up, stop the time, and get the hands in the air.
Well, in the Nanny Slam, Miranda Lacey turns in a time of 13.167. Goat tying has been awful good here this weekend.
Cowgirls putting on quite a show in all the events. Beth Richardson's time comes up of 12.535 in our Outback Trading Company highlights.
And it is hard to tie those goats. I tried to tie that knot. I stayed confused the whole time. Let's go to Kelly Queen. And she turns in a time of 12.986 in the goat tie.
Dylan Dodd is up next, and she turned to 14.047. Had a little bit of trouble. Got the goat rope there kind of between the legs.
And Leslie Chance, last but not least, with an 11.488 in the goat tying. But it looks like Ashley Herring will be the winner in that event with a time of 10.673.
Well, we bring the bullfighter in the arena. We go back down to the buck and shoots, and Andy, it's time to ride the bulls.
Well, it's the Bovine Bustin', brought to you by the Saddle Barn, Pro Rodeo Equipment. Bull ride coming your way. You see the list of the cowboys, the bulls they are drawn. Our viewers of the Outdoor Channel, you have seen the bull riding and you know how it works. Free hand in the air, can't touch the bull yourself at any time. You ride it for 8 seconds. We mark the bull 1 to 25 on either side. The cowboy 1 to 25. Mena, Arkansas sends us Clint Craig, paratrooper. The first bull to work, the first cowboy. Let's see this matchup, how it works out. Right-handed cowboy, bull down the pin, going to turn back into his hand. That bull's in trouble. This kid's got a seat. He's making a ride. Open up with that foot. Give him some money chops. Yes, sir. That's the way we start the bull ride. Mena, Arkansas, you got yourself a kid that knows how to ride a bull. Score going to come in for this kid. It's going to be a good one. It ought to be a good one. He makes an outstanding ride. So we take another look at it. Dennis, this kid was tapped off from the very start.
This young kid right here, I've seen him in different organizations ride. I tell you, he is one of the best there is. He won the Arkansas Rodeo Association final. He's gonna be in the top when it comes to nationals this year. Good ride for Clint Craig. You're gonna see him more and more as the year goes on.
Boy, he's opening up, trying to get back to that front end. 84 points. Watch his speed. This is what I'm talking about. This is extra points coming in. And watch him as he starts to open up. Now, one reason he's starting to do that, not only to get more points, he's reaching for that front end. He's trying to use that spur to get back up there at the front end. He just gaps open. He knows he's close to the whistle. He hammed it up right there at the end and made an 84-point ride. Way to go, Clint Craig.
We'll pencil him in for the National High School Finals. He'll be there. Jamison Hunt, Savannah, Tennessee. Tomahawk is the bull he's drawn. He gets set in the white hat. When you see it nod, he's coming outside like right now. Outside we go. The bulls, the same ones you see in any of the professional ranks. These Cowboys in high school got to ride them too. Round he goes, not getting quite the butt, but I think he got his hand jerked out right there.
Well, it was awful close. We looked at the judges on their watch, 6.5 seconds, but it's not 8. It's a mile away. He's doing good right here. Bull away from his hand. They're harder to ride away from your hand. He's making the moves, not getting over it too far. Opens up with the outside foot. Try to spur a little bit, just get slid over. That bull doesn't have a very wide back. Wrangler's got slid over to the right a little bit. Hand came out of the rope, no scores. We go to Zach Freeman.
I think Jameson may have opened up a little bit too quick on that before he got to the 8 seconds. Zach Freeman out of Russell, Arkansas. Toucan Sam is the bull. Uh-oh, outside, one right-hand turn, and down on the ground he goes.
That is a big bull. I was looking at these right here below us in the buggy chutes when he came in. We're looking at about 1,700 pounds of horns and humps with a bad attitude right there. Zach Freeman didn't stand much of a chance. Big, strong bull puts him to the ground as a no score.
Irving, Illinois cowboy. Ben Williams, Jumpin' Jack Flash is the bull he's drawn. He nods the head of the white and the black cowboy hat. Outside he comes, a left-hand turn to the start. Now he's back to the right. He don't know which way. Duck and dive. Turn him up. 8 seconds is going to come up on our saddle barn clock. We got another cowboy riding one. He's hung up.
Uh-oh, that's trouble right there. Got that hand in that rope. Luckily, he comes out. Right arm just a little bit longer than the left arm. The Illinois cowboy says, hey, it's all right. I made a ride.
Most of those kids look with their hand when they fall off. He was looking to see if it's still there, I think.
Yeah.
Good ride for this cowboy right here. Stayed with him. The horse the bull not really giving that good spin one way or the other. Jumping around a little bit, but he hung right with him.
Boy, right up next to that fence. Good job of the bullfighter moving in, getting the bull's attention. See Cowboy reaching for the tail of that rope. Luckily, it came out. They marked him 71 points. That'll make him feel a little better.
You bet. Zach Jenkins up next, Somerville, Tennessee. Badlands is the bull that he is drawn. He gets set in the chute gate. Loading him, coming him back out. Left-hand delivery out of the right-hand chute gate, and down he goes at about 2 jumps and a thump.
I've got to say this. We've seen some good bucking bulls here so far in the previous rounds. As we bring you this round before the short round, these bulls are outstanding. I mean, they buck hard. They're not taking any. They don't give these kids any slack, like you said. These bulls go to professional rodeos, the bigger amateur rodeos across the United States, and they come in. You know, and bulls don't understand this is a high school rodeo. They don't do their math. You know what I'm saying? They're going to buck the same every time. As we go to Marcus Gresham now. Campbell, Kentucky. Heavy Chevy is the name of the bull. Let's see if we can ride the Heavy Chevy. The Kentucky Cowboy.
Oh, heads up.
How about that? Oh, it looked good. I like that. That's kind of a new move, maybe. Right out over the front end. Jacked up there, did a full gainer out the front. A little excitement going on. Watch this again. How about it?
Feet come up, head goes down, and when that happens, he gets thrown forward right here. He gets over. He needed to come over just a little bit farther. Folks, the Vanderbilt sports medicine team will take a look at him, make sure he's A-OK. But right there, he comes up, feet up, head down.
Air out. All that air out there, he can't get any of it. Folks, don't go anywhere. We got more great bull riding action coming your way right after these messages.
It's tough to put your finger on it. That's something that powers some to get anything done. But when somebody's got this kind of drive, you'll know. Just look at their truck. Welcome to Ford country, land of the Indestructibles and home of the F-Series. When you're built Ford tough, you're out to take on anything. Just bring it on.
I do the very best I know how, the very best I can, and I mean to keep doing it until the end. President Abraham Lincoln. This July, the National High School Finals Rodeo comes to Springfield, Illinois, Abe Lincoln's hometown. It's the world's biggest rodeo. 1,500 of the finest young people in North America, riding, roping, and reaching for the stars. Come, be a part of it.
When I was little, all I did all day long was ride horses. When I got Scamper, I was 11 years old. I probably got along with Scamper better than I did my sisters. I give all my success to Scamper. I would not have had 10 world championships without him. There will never be another Scamper.
GlobalRanch.com and the NHSRA have partnered together to raise scholarship funds through an online auction. Potential bidders will be able to view the items 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with the auction taking place July 1 through July 31. Bid on items and merchandise from some of the leading companies and people in the industry while supporting a great cause. The auction can be accessed through GlobalRanch.com, the official internet partner of the NHSRA. All proceeds will go to support the scholarship fund of the National High School Rodeo Association.
We're back to Memphis. We're still down in the buck and shoot, but before we go back to the bull ride, we'd like to show you some highlights. One of the, I think, going to be one of the top events here at this rodeo. We've got cowgirls in the pole bending who are just flat burning up the ground. Today we're going to give you 5 of the shots we ran a little bit earlier. Take a look here. It's Lane Smith, 21.004, her turn in the pole bending run. This girl's not going to make it back to finals, I don't think, and she had a great run.
I mean, these horses are outstanding. We have watched some great pole bending runs, and we're not even to the short round. You know, next week, folks, we're going to be bringing you the short round, the final round of this 5-state rodeo. You talk about get fast. It's going to get fast. Marissa Lizana comes in here, 21.490. This cowgirl not even going to make it back to that short round. We're showing you cowgirls that made blistering runs here that you didn't get a chance to see. They're not even going to make it to the short round. Now, how fast is it going to be? You talk about good, it's going to be good.
Rachel Steele comes in. Her time's going to be 22.245. It took a run in the 22nd range to get into the top 15 in the final round. I don't know what they fed their horses when they brought them here to Memphis, but the cowgirls were flat getting it, the pole bending here this weekend.
You know, we had that cool weather move in. Cool snap moved in the first night we were here, kind of cooled it off. No poles knocked down. These girls are just making good runs, and that's what it takes. Good, consistent runs. We go to Amy Raymer. Now, she got down 21.292. At any other rodeo, that's going to get you a check. That's going to place you. Not here, not happening. You're not 20, you're not anything. Amy Raymer just makes a blistering run right there, 21.292.
Our last cowgirl we're going to show you a highlight of, sponsored by Gist. Jessica Schaefer, 22.453 will be her time in. And take a look at the horses. They've no poles have fallen down in this whole group. They've just made solid runs. The horses are moving very, very quickly, but the thousandths and hundredths of seconds is what's separating the cowgirls. And we take the top 15 in finals, all in the 22nd range, separated by less than a half of a second. We'll see them on their next show.
You know, that's those four-legged bank accounts running around out there. High-dollar horses, they make the difference. Let's go to Cowboy T.J. Kemp. Collins, Mississippi, on the back of Pac-Man. See if we can get this bull rode. Mississippi man, let's do it on the Pac-Man. Left-handed cowboy, bull start to turn back to the left. Sit up, TJ, hang on. It's almost over. Wrangler clock in the corner shows 8 seconds. We got a qualified ride. It's just another day at the office for this kid. He's going to ride him for about 16 seconds. Make sure he gets his money's worth. Tosses a hat, said just another day at the office for me.
Finally get one you get tapped off on. Now, why not stay as long as you can? Bull trip a little bit coming out, but he's went down to the left-hand side. A little bit tipped off to the left, but kept himself set up. Made it all the way to the 8-second, gets him a 67-point ride. 67-point ride. Take a look up here. You're going to see some folks helping him out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cowgirls saying, come on, TJ. TJ probably got a chance at a date tonight. Got 6 of them screaming for you. Carl Close, Millington, Tennessee. Arrowhead is the bull he's drawn.
Well, the Arrowhead. Let's hope we don't get speared by the Arrowhead. That's what we don't want to happen, Carl Clowes. Let's get him rode, Carl. Come on. Oh, we're in trouble. Wham, bam. We got slammed. Rodeo over for Carl Clowens. Doesn't work for the Tennessee Cowboy. Little bitty thin bull right there. Carl gets rocked over into his hand right there. Feet come up, head goes down, no score. Bullfighter right there doing his job.
Mississippi Cowboy coming to us from Forest, Mississippi. Desert Dog is the bull he's drawn. Brian Lindsay is up. Now we still look at the time and the scores are in the lead. We've got a 67-point ride, but the man, Clint Craig, at 84 is in the lead. Uh-oh, hung up, let go of him. You don't need him anymore.
I'm going to tell you what happened right there. I want to take a look at it on the replay. This bull squatted when he first came out. Cowboy was ready, and he lunged forward the first jump by that chute and pulled that Cowboy off his rope. He wasn't ready for it. Take a look. See right here? See how he falls down? Lunges forward right out of there, gets him rocked off his rope, and when he does that, he's in trouble. Trying to get his hand open. Hand rolled over in that rope. Finally gets cut loose, and a no score coming in for Brian Lindsay.
Well, like you say, the Bulls have no idea who's on their back, and Cowboys in stock contractors can't afford to keep two sets of Bulls, one set for high school, one for the pro. You take the best of everywhere you go. As we go to the bull called Uno with Nick Nelson, Bologna, Arkansas.
Well, they call him Uno. Uno meaning one horn, and I thought maybe that guy may have fouled that bull right there. Going to be close. The judges, I'm looking at them. I see the thumbs up. They say, yes, he made the 8 seconds.
That was Nick's thumbs up. He was saying, thumbs up, come on, give me a thumbs up.
You see how close he came? If that bull had another horn, he would have eaten it.
Maybe he had that plan. He saw that one horn on one side. If I'm going off, I'm going to go on the side. It's got the no horn. He comes out here. The right horn bull comes off, turns to his left. There it was. Nick Nelson was very, very close right there. Tapping that bull with his head to head shot.
May have got away with one right there, guys. May have got away with one. I don't know. I'm not a judge, though, and this is high school rodeo. I'm going to give the advantage to the kids. He didn't touch him by a mile.
We'll give him the Outdoor Channel miss right there. How's that?
Let's watch it again right there. Awful close as we come around.
Ooh.
Oh, man. What I tell you, if he'd had a left horn, we'd have been on the way to the dentist.
Yeah, got the hat a little bit off. He snuck one by, but he'll take it as Jim Bill Bias. Lavaca, Arkansas is up now, and he's got a bull called the Texas Twister.
Well, let's twist on out of here. Let's see if the Arkansas Cowboy can ride the Texas bull.
Come on.
Bull spun around in the chute on him right there. Looks like he just
may make it.
Hey, who needs a rope? Huh? I don't need a rope. You need a rope? We'll just ride him with that one. Now, he's asking for a reride. I don't know why. I guess maybe he thought since that bull spun around in the chute that he ought to get a reride. Yet did kind of foul him there, but he got a good start. Hand came out of the rope. It wasn't because he didn't try. What's 3 jumps, 4 jumps? 5 jumps, 5.5 jumps. He rode him without a rope. Let's give the kid another chance. He riding that good without one. What do we do if we have one?
I hear you. Right now, we'd like to go to a new feature, the Outdoor Channel's Rodeo Roundup High School coverage. We call it the National High School Rodeo Association Contestant Spotlight. And each week, we're going to try to bring you some of the kids and some of the parents who help make high school rodeo go. This week, it's Kelsey Walker, the Queen and President of the Illinois High School Rodeo Association.
My name is Kelsey Walker, and I'm an 18-year-old senior at Sisseton High School in Sisseton, Illinois. I'm a 4-year member of the Illinois High School Rodeo Association, and I've served the IHSRA for Queen for the past 3 years. I am a 4-year member of the Wrangler All-Star Rodeo team, and I'm currently serving as student president of Illinois High School Rodeo, and I'm also the girls Wrangler All-Star Rodeo team captain this year. I became a member of the Illinois Junior Rodeo Association at the age of 8. And from IJRA, I just kind of followed up into high school rodeo. I think rodeo is a very unique sport in the fact that you are one competitive athlete, but you're still a member of a team. Like basketball or football, something of that sort. It's a team effort, and you win as a team or you lose as a team. And rodeo is really different in that aspect because you're one person competing for yourself, but when you come to watch a rodeo, you'll notice that all the contestants they're there to win, they're there for the money and the buckles, but also they're cheering each other on in that event. And the responsibility that I've gained through this, the sense of responsibility and the friends that I've gained from all over the United States, it's just, it's overwhelming to stop and think about what I've gained in the past 4 years I've spent in IHSRA. My definition of winning is not taking home the buckle or taking home the money a weekend. It is learning from your experience. I mean, it's not whether you knock a barrel or miss a calf. It's knowing that you can take something back with you to make yourself better. I don't think losing is in my vocabulary because I think, no matter what you do, you can gain something from that experience. You can use it to make your run better, or, you know, make your roping better, or for a guy, you know, he can go back and watch his ride on tape in the bull riding and make his ride better next time. So I don't think that losing is ever a part of rodeo.
That, my friend, is a young lady that has a very bright future in whatever she decides to do. Let's get back to the bull ride. Craig Magnum, Morton, Mississippi. On the bull, they're named after my favorite bass bait, the Mr. Twister. Let's get her done. Hang on, Craig. Hang on. Into his hand. Shine. Oh, boy, you talk about close, about 7-8 on that Wrangler clock. He was close, but no cigar. A no score. You better get out of the way because, you know, nobody tells. The bulls don't understand. When the buzzer goes off, they think, you know, the game's not over.
No, there's something on the ground to hit. They're going to keep going after it. And you see right here, Greg Mangum gets off to the inside. He's not really tapped off very well, and down he goes. And here he kind of gets up looking around and dancing, but the bull's coming right back around for him. Lexington, Tennessee's Wesley Jones, and he's got the bull called Platinum Plus.
Boy, somebody's been spending too much time downtown Memphis naming bulls, huh? Right ahead, the Cowboy bull into his hand. He's in trouble, gets out away from his hand, goes down. Bullfighter makes a great move right there. Good job there, Bullfighter. He steps in there and takes the bull away. You watch it again. Wesley is right in the direct path of this bull. He's got him if he wants him. Now, had not the Bullfighter been there, check this out. Bull comes around, Bullfighter making a move, taking a step right where he needed to be. Cowboy, no score, but he's alive, and that's the main thing.
Savannah, Tennessee's Whitash up next to go. Now he's drawing the bull called Hitler, and outside he comes with him. Get the flags. They start the clock. Bullfighter again trying to get him to turn back. Good move. Little bull is going up there throwing his head a lot. And I'm not sure what happened right there to Whit. I thought he had him pretty well, and he just kind of flipped off.
You know, we've seen Whit ride before. This kid rides bulls good, and that's not, you know, characteristics of his riding style. He's in total control right here. It's just a day off for him, like sitting in the chair at home, and when Bull comes around, just gets over in his hand, and Whit just throws his leg over and steps off. He said, not worth it, I don't guess.
I don't know. Well, I have to go back and do an interview with Whit and ask him what happened with that later on. Drew Reynolds out of Perryville, Kentucky is up next going. He's drawn the Hitman. Outside he comes.
The Hitman, little Brammer Cross bull here. Cowboy in trouble. You saw some daylight. Now he's hung up. Now watch the Bullfighter. He's trying to get in there, trying to get some help now. He moves in. He's trying to get the tail of that rope. Cowboy gets free, luckily. He is okay, a little bit shaken up. The Bullfighter trying to get in there and get his hand on that rope. It just doesn't work. Dennis, it's been a great rodeo. Kind of ended on a bad note with a hang-up as we take a look at their saddle barn standings. Clint Craig, first man out on Paratrooper. Did he open up and make a ride? 84 points. It has been great. And we got the final round, folks, coming next week. You don't want to miss that. You're going to see the best cowboys and the best cowgirls out of this rodeo. Over 500 kids competing for the title next week on the Outdoor Channel Rodeo Roundup. This week's program brought to you by Barstow Pro Rodeo Equipment, the Professional Rodeo Cowboys Association, Guess Silversmiths, Hardcore Cowboy, Wrangler Shirts and Jeans, Smith Brothers and SmithBrothers.com, Corral West Ranchwear, the Outback Trading Company, and Professional Choice Ropes Incorporated. Welcome to the Outdoor Channel Rodeo Roundup, brought to you by Barstow Pro Rodeo Equipment, the PRCA, the Professional Rodeo Cowboys Association, Guess Silversmith, crafting a legend piece by piece, Hardcore Cowboy, hey, are you hardcore? Wrangler, the official shirts and jeans of the National High School Rodeo Association, Smith Brothers and SmithBrothers.com, riding, roping, and racing, it's Smith Brothers coming at you. Corral West Ranchwear, the official ranchwear of the National High School Rodeo Association. Outback Trading Company, original Australian outfitters, and Professional's Choice Ropes. This week's rodeo is sanctioned by the National High School Rodeo Association. We are live for Championship High School Rodeo in Germantown, Tennessee.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Outdoor Channel's Rodeo Roundup. It's our second week in Memphis, Tennessee. For high school rodeos, we bring you the final round, the top 15 in each event, coming back to see who the best one is. Dennis Hathaway, Andy Stewart. You get set, Andy. I tell you, we've seen 3 nights of rodeo. Last week, we saw the round leading up to it. We saw the pole benders. They didn't qualify for the final round. There are some fast horses running timed events here.
You know, great cowgirls, great horses. It's going to be a great showdown here. Only the top 15, like you said, have made it back. Calf roping. I was impressed last week with the team roping contest. We saw some cowboys and cowgirls in the team roping folks that absolutely did a great job roping steers. They're going to make their way back to the final round today. The team roping competition ought to be great. But as we take a look in the bull riding, there's a kid from Arkansas by the name of Clint Craig who put on a show on a bull last week called Paratrooper. He opened up with his right foot, let this bull have it for 84 points. This kid, and I'm going to go out on the limb. Right now, I'm going to make a prediction. If anybody's going to win the bull riding, it's going to be this guy. If he draws right in the pen, he can ride any bull that's here. He made a great ride last week. I look for him to do it again this week. And it's a who's who in the barrel racing and pole bending. Like you said, could be anybody's ball game.
Well, I tell you, Andy, when you look at these guys, and these kids that come in, the co-ed, the girl and guy team last week are the ones that won the team roping, and those are the ones that you wouldn't expect maybe to do it as we watch rodeo throughout the year. But as these kids progress on towards the national finals, everybody out there in TV land from the high school rodeo is watching these guys, and they're seeing what their competition's going to be.
It's lonely at the top. They may have they have a big bullseye on their back. People know who they are. They're going to be gunning for them. This format sets up the National High School Finals Rodeo great. Folks, we've got a lot of great rodeo action coming tonight. We're glad that you're tuned in with us. You don't want to go anywhere. The top 15 cowboys and cowgirls in all the respective events here tonight. We are going to crown a champion from this great rodeo. You stay with us right here on the Outdoor Channel Rodeo Roundup.
Look out. Here comes complete rodeo coverage in the colorful Pro Rodeo Sports News. Feature stories, action photos, and the latest news in the original publication of the Professional Rodeo Cowboys Association. Get all the rodeo information you crave in 25 issues each year, including the magazine-style year-end edition that recaps the year's highlights. That's 2 big issues of Pro Rodeo Sports News every month. Call now, 1-800-RODEO-4U.
Giz Silversmith, official buckle maker and national sponsor of the National High School Rodeo Association. Our unmistakable design, quality craftsmanship, and long-standing tradition of excellence has inspired individuals and associations to personalize custom product to award their members and celebrities. When you're in the market for award or personalized buckles, jewelry, bits, and spurs, give nothing but the best. Call Giz Silversmith. For over 30 years, crafting a legend piece by piece.
It's tough to put your finger on it. That's something that powers some to get anything done. But when somebody's got this kind of drive, you'll know. Just look at their truck. Welcome to Ford Country, land of the Indestructibles and home of the F-Series. When you're built Ford tough, you're out to take on anything. Just bring it on.
Memphis, Tennessee, Shelby Showplace Arena, bareback riding time. We send the grand entry out of the arena as we get set to go here. Barstow Pro Rodeo Equipment sponsor our bareback ride. Mark the horse out, keep your free hand in the air. Don't touch yourself, the animal, the rig, and ride her for 8 seconds. Scotty Neesmith, Jonathan Curl, Whit Ash, Jameson Hunt, Jason Forsythe, Jared Johnson, Bo Odom, and Drew Watkins. Those are the Cowboys that are qualified to get into the final round. Now, we've taken the score they've got in the first round. We're going to add it together this round. Whoever has the highest total point, Andy, is going to be our winner.
Well, Jason Forsythe, Gilbertsville, Kentucky, on Dirty Belly will start us off. He came in the previous round. He was 66 points on his first horse. Now, he's got a chance to set the pace right here. Needs to make a good ride. Give the Cowboys something to shoot for. Bring the best horses back to this round. And we're getting wild and western. Kentucky Cowboy try to get those feet working. Moving from the front to the back. We make 8. Reach with a free hand to the rigging. Cowboys, our pickup men, going to try to move in. He said, I don't need you. I'll just take my chances on the fence. That's not the thing to do. Got a little problem with his eye there. Maybe some dirt in his eye or something off that fence. They're checking him out. But we make the 8-second ride, and that's the important thing as we come to the final round. Is he's got 65 points. We add that to 66, and we'll see in a minute. We'll add it up for you on the screen. That's going to give him, my math correct, 131 on 2. Yeah, there we go. 131 on 2. He's the man to beat as we move to our next Cowboy from Mena, Arkansas.
Jared Johnston on the Rebel Rose. Looky here, looky here. We got the horses for these Cowboys to get after this time. It's going to be tough ride round to the left. He started, bangs him off the fence, gets him right to the 8 seconds. Gets the grab, and I bet you he waits for the pickup man to come alongside him. He saw what his buddy did there on the first one. There they set him safely on the ground. The Harris boys out of Arkansas, stock contractors and pickup men, put him safely on the ground. Jared Johnston's Rebel Rose. Looky here, the second ride of his slow motion of it.
Well, 73 points. He had a 65 on his first one. He needed 67 points to move to the lead. He surpassed that with a 73. We got 138 on 2. Here's the man to beat right now. Jared Johnston, Mena, Arkansas. So go to Whit Ash. Here's a bull rider, a bareback rider, and a saddle bronc rider. He was 70 points on his first one. Makes his home in Savannah, Tennessee. Shags Wells, the horse. He needs 69 points to take the lead. He's got a good hopper. If he'll get those feet working, he might could do it. You see how his feet are falling back toward that rigging? No, that's not what he wants to do. That's more like a saddle bronc type spur than a bareback ride. We need those feet out the front coming up those shoulders to that rigging. That is going to cost Whit Ash some points. He knows it. He's a good enough Cowboy to know that he didn't do his job that time. They mark him 71 points, though. The judges seem to like it a little better than we did. That's good for him. Comes in with 71. That's going to make him 141 on 2, and we change the leaderboard again in a bareback riding.
Well, Whit got going with the saddle bronc click, and then he kind of went into the bareback click and went back to the saddle bronc click.
All around Cowboy.
Probably going to ride a bull later on. Drew Watkins is up next, Philadelphia, Mississippi. Now 60 points what he's got on one head. Cracker Jack in. He needs 82 points to take the lead. He's going to have to ride tough. Get away. Cracker Jack coming after him. Dewey had to have a good score. Went after. He had a good horse. I think he could have made it right there if the horse was good enough to keep him going. But he'll go down with a no score. Drew Watkins will.
Well, you know, he can't just really rears back, lets it all hang out. When you do that, you expose your body. Watch this horse right here trying to paw him on the ground, but when you open up that much and expose your body, put that much weight on the end of your arm, your hand is likely to pop out of that rig, and that's what it did. He comes away with a no score. Here's Bo Odom, 63 in round 1. He needs 79 points to take the lead. Here's Big Nose Kate, the horse. If you saw last week, this horse fell with one of our Cowboys. They gave a re-ride, but Big Nose Kate doing her job. Our Cowboy trying to get his feet working. Back to that rigging. We'll see what the judges think about it. They marked the Cowboy 1 to 25 on how well he rides the horse. They marked the horse 1 to 25, but they are telling us no score. That means one thing. He touched his head with his hand. You see that? We'll take a look at it.
Well, we talk about those rules every time we go to bareback ride. Don't touch the horse, don't touch your rigging or yourself with your free hand. Let's see if we can see it right here. Comes in, he's got his hand in the air. Ride's going pretty good so far. Watch that free hand. See where it comes in before the 8 seconds. Oh, reach up, kind of does a little curly cue there. Get the hair straightened out.
Yep, that's what got him.
Can't put your balance out of the way. You got to keep your free hand in the air. I know it's technical, but that's the rule. Next up, Jonathan Curl, smack over Arkansas. Good eye.
Yeah, he was 73 on his first one. He only needs to be 69. This kid's got a chance to do it. He's making a good ride right here. Here's the first kid I've seen, you know, that's really trying to move his feet from the front of the shoulders back to the rigging. The judges are going to notice that, too. It's going to reflect in his score. He did exactly what he needed to do by moving those feet. The judges like that. Let's take a look and see what they're going to mark him. He takes a tumble on the ground. He knows he made a good ride. Arkansas Cowboy, he was 73. He needed 69. Now watch the feet. See how he's moving from the front to the back of that rig? And look here, 75 points. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Sitting square to that rig, and that's the way you're supposed to ride bareback horses, boys. That's why he's 148 on 2, and he's the man you're all chasing right now for the lead here at this rodeo.
I tell you got to be from Smackover, Arkansas. You got to be a good bareback rider. It just sounds right. Jamison Hunt's up next. He's out of Savannah, Tennessee. Now, dashboard, we saw this horse last week. Jamison has 68 points on one head. Got a good ride, going a little bit tilted off the side. His feet aren't moving as well. It's going to cost him some points. As we saw Jonathan Curl there move his feet real well and get the points, I think Jamison's going to have a problem here from our judges. We'll see what he needs. He's got to have 81 points to get into the position to win right now. I don't think he's going to get that. He gets 70. That's a pretty good score. What I thought he'd get, 70 points for Jamison Hunt.
Well, you know, it was the effort. This kid did try to move his feet a little bit. He got a little bit rocked away from his hand, kind of got wedged in there right off the bat. Looks like he may be hurt. Now watch right here. He starts square trying to move his feet, and right about here, you see him get wedged over away from his hand. He's trying to get back to the center, and once he gets back to the center, watch his feet. He'll try to start working again right about there. The judges give him 70 points, makes him 138 on 2. As we go to Scotty Neesmith, Morristown, Tennessee. G-Man's the horse. He was 75 in his first one. He needs 74 to take the lead. He was 75 one time. He can do it again. Let's see what happens. Feet just kind of flopping out there. He's got that leg stiff. That's not going to get you any points, Scotty. You ride a lot better than that, my friend. Maybe it's just not your day. 68 points. That's going to make him a 143 on 2. That's not going to get him the lead. Starts off strong. See him moving that foot outside. Mark him 68 though on this ride. Right about here, trying to work his feet, then that right leg just gets stiff right along about here. Just quits moving it. Tough break for Scotty Neesmith.
And it cost him too. He has not come up. We get 148 points. That's Jonathan Curl. He will win the bareback ride. And Scotty Neesmith second. Whit Ash, Jared Johnson, Jamison Hunt, and Jason Forsythe. Those are the top guys in the bareback ride. We'll be back.
Look out. Here comes complete rodeo coverage in the colorful Pro Rodeo Sports News. Feature stories, action photos, and the latest news in the original publication of the Professional Rodeo Cowboys Association. Get all the rodeo information you crave in 25 issues each year, including the magazine-style year-end edition that recaps the year's highlights. That's 2 big issues of Pro Rodeo Sports News every month. Call now, 1-800-RODEO-4U.
Giz Silversmith, official buckle maker and national sponsor of the National High School Rodeo Association. Our unmistakable design, quality craftsmanship, and long-standing tradition of excellence has inspired individuals and associations to personalize custom products to reward their members and celebrities. When you're in the market for award or personalized buckles, jewelry, bits, and spurs, give nothing but the best. Call Giz Silversmith. For over 30 years, crafting a legend piece by piece.
It's tough to put your finger on it. That's something that powers some to get anything done. But when somebody's got this kind of drive, you'll know. Just look at their truck. Welcome to Ford Country, land of the Indestructibles and home of the F-Series. When you're built Ford tough, you're out to take on anything. Just bring it on.
We make the gear. You still have to make the aid. Barstow Pro Rodeo Equipment.
Welcome back to Tennessee as we're right in the middle of rodeo action, high school rodeo action. Kids from 5 states here. Top 15, we're in the short round. We'll go barrel racing, brought to you by Gist Silversmith, building a legend piece by piece. We take a look at the cowgirls you're going to see in the barrel racing. It has been outstanding. I've seen some of the best horses in rodeo, bar none, right here this weekend. Casey Quinn, Madison, Mississippi, a 15.627 on her first run. Let's see, she's got the chance to set the pace now for everybody else to chase. 1 and 2 look good as we head down to number 3. And around the third barrel. Good run to start us off with the Gist barrel racing here this afternoon. Time coming in of a 15.570. That's going to make her 31.197 on 2. That's what we're chasing right now, Dennis.
Well, we go to Sydney Bailey coming up next. 15.619 on her first run. 31.197 is the total time she's trying to beat right now. She's out of Columbus, Mississippi. See what she can do. The horse, that first horse coming in didn't look like he was moving very fast, but turned a quick time in. This horse here, they look like they're trying to push him a little faster. But I tell you, it's been a long run here at this rodeo for these horses and these cowgirls. She's going to hit 3, headed back to the house to see if she can come in with the time she needs to take over the lead. A 15.371 puts her at 30.990, 30.990, and gives her the lead right now.
Let's go to Johnny Beth Gibbs now. Johnny Beth Gibbs is Sheridan, Arkansas. Now, you see outside, folks, as you look, we're looking on the monitor. We can see what you see at home. It's bright outside. These horses coming from outside into this arena is a little bit darker. We're going to see maybe that might affect them today. It didn't affect Sydney Bailey. Johnny Beth Gibbs, Sheridan, Arkansas, has got a good run going. She was a 15.617 on her first one. She's got to make up a little time here around number 3, and she comes to the timers at a time of 15.627. That's 1/10 of a second off her first run. Makes her a 31.244 on 2. Not good enough to take the lead, but we have seen great barrel racing here.
Brandy Lynn Gibson out of Van Buren, Arkansas is up next to go. 15.583 on her first run. First turn to the left barrel. Look at this horse get after it. Down there, all on its side going around that barrel fast. Second one's clean. Now here's where she's got to pick it up. She's got to get around clean. She's got to get back to that electric timer. She's going to pick up that time she needs to take the lead. A little bit wide on number 3, though. She gets a 15.730, gives her a total 2 run of 31.313 for Brandy Lynn Gibson.
Well, we've seen Mississippi and Arkansas. We had 5 states represented here. Mississippi and Arkansas have dominated. Let's go to Tennessee. Here's their cowgirl that made it in. Jennifer Montgomery, 15.617 on her first one. They need to make up a little time here. She wants to get in this top 5. Representing the state of Tennessee as she heads around the third barrel. What a nice run for this cowgirl in here this afternoon. As she turns it on in here, and a time coming in of 15.604. That's going to make her 31.177. That's going to move her now into second place in the barrel racing so far. Moves to the number 2 spot.
Well, Sydney Bailey's 30.990. Still in the lead to go to Haley Thompson, Crawford, Mississippi cowgirl. Now, she was 15.465 on her first run. So it's getting down to the girls that turned in the fastest times as we go to the top. Haley Thompson, round 2, quick and clean and close to it without knocking it over. The barrel's all standing up, cowgirls all running hard. Right here, she's heading on back. Hey, take a look at here, 15.119, gives her a total time of 30.584. Pick yourself out a new leader.
Man, she took the lead, took it commandingly, 30.584, now goes to the lead. But here's the cowgirl's going to run to money. Marissa Lozada, Kelm, Mississippi, 15.418 on her first run. 1 and 2 look good. This cowgirl's all about hustle. She never stops from the front to the back. Makes her way around the third barrel. Good run. She's got a speedster under her here. Comes in with a time of a 15.423. We're putting 2 and 2 together. How about 30.841? That's going to move her into second right now with a 30.841.
Well, they're starting to burn her up just a little bit faster as we go. Lindsay Nixon's up next, 15.4 on her first run. B Branch, Arkansas cowgirl. These cowgirls aren't very far apart in their first run and their second. Very consistent coming here. That's what makes it so hard to pick the top one. They're going to make each other work a little bit harder. She stays close to the barrel. Lost her stirrup just a little bit right there. Now she's picking the third barrel. Tipped it, but it's still up. And Lindsay Nixon's going to turn a time of 15.598 in. 15.598, 31.006 total time.
Savannah Scarberry of Clinton, Arkansas, home of the World Championship Chunk Wagon races up there in Clinton, Arkansas. If you've never been, you got to make your way to see that. She was a 15.369 on her first one. She made a great run. She's going to come in here, talk to her before the rodeo. She said, I'm ready to win this thing. She comes around the third barrel, got that horse working perfect. what a beautiful third barrel. She heads down the home stretch. Watch the clock from Gift Silversmith. It tells us a 15.391. That is going to make her a 30.760. That's going to move her now to the number 2 spot, 30.760 with one cowgirl left to work.
Well, the cowgirl was tops coming in with a 15.306. Now's the last one to run in the barrel race. Cassidy Griffin, Newton, Mississippi. And she shows you why she was number 1.
Boy,
Looky here, looky here. Even lost the stirrup, but she's still turning and burning.
What a run for the Mississippi cowgirl, Dennis, 15.348. Oh, man.
She's 15.306, 15.348. Put those two together, 30.564. Guess who the winner is? Cassidy Griffin still wins it. She's at 30.564. Haley Thompson in second, 30.584. Follow her with Savannah Scarborough, Marissa Lozana, and Sydney Bailey, the top 5 of all the cowgirls who came here this weekend.
Look out. Here comes complete rodeo coverage in the colorful Pro Rodeo Sports News. Feature stories, action photos, and the latest news in the original publication of the Professional Rodeo Cowboys Association. Get all the rodeo information you crave in 25 issues each year, including the magazine-style year-end edition that recaps the year's highlights. That's 2 big issues of Pro Rodeo Sports News every month. Call now, 1-800-RODEO-4U.
Giz Silversmith, official buckle maker and national sponsor of the National High School Rodeo Association. Our unmistakable design, quality craftsmanship, and long-standing tradition of excellence has inspired individuals and associations to personalize custom products to reward their members and celebrities. When you're in the market for award or personalized buckles, jewelry, bits, and spurs, give nothing but the best. Call Giz Silversmith. For over 30 years, crafting a legend piece by piece.
It's tough to put your finger on it. That's something that powers some to get anything done. But when somebody's got this kind of drive, you'll know. Just look at their truck. Welcome to Ford Country, land of the Indestructibles and home of the F-Series. When you're built Ford tough, you're out to take on anything. Just bring it on.
We make the gear. You still have to make the 8. Barstow Pro Rodeo Equipment.
Welcome back to the 5 States High School Rodeo Championships right here in Tennessee as we're set to go team roping, brought to you by Smith Brothers at smithbrothers.com. If it's riding, roping, or racing, it's Smith Brothers coming at you. As you see a list of the cowboys that we're going to see here this afternoon in the team roping contest. We're going to start with a pair of cowboys from Illinois, Falmouth and Irving, Illinois, and Adam McLeod. Ben Williams will be the team to start us off. They were a 10-4 on their first one. They're going to make up some time here. They're going to try to take the lead. Coming around, Taylor makes the heel shot. We get tight. That's exactly what we need to see. A clean run for that team. An 8.499. We'll add that to their first run. That's going to make them an 18.951 on 2. They have set the pace here this afternoon, Dennis, for everyone else.
Chase Halliburton up next with Justin Pope. Sparta, Tennessee, and Yorkville, Tennessee. 9.456 on 1 so far. They need about a 9.4 if they're going to take over the lead right now. Let's see what these two cowboys can do. As they come outside, Barry, they're riding behind. It's all clean as they come through. Gets the turn off to the left side now. Oh, nice loop for that cowboy right there. Stretch him between you, put him down on the ground. Both of them are tight with those ropes. And he comes up with a 7.221, 16.677 total time. New leaders.
Let's go to Ray Donald and Scott Thomasdale. Versailles and Morganville, Kentucky team here. They were 8-9 on their first one. They need a 7-7 to win the deal, to take the lead, I should say. Let's see how fast they can be. Nice job by the header, sets him up. Heater comes in, but bad news. You take a look, we only got one hind foot. That's going to cost us. We'll add 5 to their time. That's going to make them a 21-722. Take that away. Well, they would have been right there in the hunt.
What do you say, Andy? Nobody's missed yet. pretty good team roping here going on over these last 2 rounds that we've shown. Zan Tillman, Daniel Moore, Union, Mississippi, Louisville, Mississippi. 8-7 on one head. Need about a 7-8 to take the lead. A long run. Oh, yeah. Good throw out there. Reached out and grabbed him. Now the heater comes in. Set that trap. Put him in. Get him tight. There we go. And a time comes in of 8.584. 17.373 total time.
Let's go to Tyler Pittman and Cole Bigby now. Mississippi and Alabama teamed up here. They were 8-3 on their first, and they need another 8-3-3 to take the lead now. Tyler Pittman, Cole Bigby. Tyler to the head side, Cole to the heels. These boys know how to rope. Watch Cole Bigby. He come around the hillside. Bam! Hello. We'll get something on the backside, but bad news. He legged him, something that kid doesn't do very often. We'll add 5 to their time. Going to make them a 21-161 on 2.
Took a long throw out there. Almost got him before he made the turn, trying to get that quick time, and it cost him that one leg. Jared Tubbs taught her line, the Jonesboro, Arkansas team. 8-2 on one, need an 8-4 to take the lead. Let's see what they can. Good throw here. He's got one quick. Get him turned. Now watch the heeler roll in right here. Yes, sir. Got him stretched, got him caught, and the time will come in of 7.695. Changed the leaderboard. 15.966.
Well, I told you the team roping was good element of the show. Now you believe me? Let's go to James Miller, Cody Lewis, Dardanelle, and Greenbrier, Arkansas. They need a 7-9 to take the lead, and these kids can do it too. The header part of that Wrangler All-Star Pro team. Watch him right here. Good spin. Heater comes around right there. Go to the horn. Oh, boy. Bad news. He had 2. He slipped one for all the money right there. We add 5 to their time. He is disgusted. Makes them a 9-6-28. They would have won the whole deal, but they're the Cowboys that win it. Tubbs and Airline with a 15-9-66. Halliburton and Pope, Tillman and Moore, McLeod and Williams, and Miller and Lewis in the team roping competition. I tell you what, let's take a look. Some highlights. The Cowgirls and the breakaway roping, Dennis.
Kelly Lacey comes to time of 7.129 on her run. Got the white calf running down. Took off the right side, broke the rope off of the saddle horn. Gives her that time.
Let's go to Elizabeth Frisbee now. 5.261 in the Professional's Choice sponsored breakaway roping. You see the setback, it breaks free.
Here's a cowgirl turned a quick time in last week, and this week a 3.254. But we got to add 10 to it. She broke the barrier.
Megan Fisher's the cowgirl, 5.98 in the Professional Choice breakaway. Nice run for Megan Fisher.
Left-handed roper Megan Fisher was 5.98 her total time. Calf roper's coming to you. Now the highlights of it as we get set to Michael Mitchell. He turns a 14.144 in on his run. He comes down, picks the calf up, puts him on the ground. It was a little bit heavy getting him off the ground. Watch the wrap right here as he comes around. Gets a little bit of a trouble with it. That may have cost him just a few seconds.
Well, thanks to our friends at Professional Choice. Here's Wes Brunson, a Mississippi Cowboy. Turns in a 12.999 in the calf roping. These are the Cowboys that qualified the best of the best over 3 days of competition. Here in the money round, Wes making a nice tie to 12.99.
Well, we go next to Justin Singleton. His time comes in at 12.670. Makes a nice catch, but when he gets down, the calf's on the ground. He wants him up so he can put him down and get the tie quickly. It cost him right here. He missed with the pig and string at 12.670 for Justin Singleton.
Jason Gunn in the Professional Choice calf roping highlights turned in a great time of 11.772. Working hard down the rope, flanks the calf to the ground. A little trouble there, but he makes up for it with a half-inch. What a great run for Jason Gunn.
Cody James, 11.585 time as we get towards the top of the fastest calf ropers of the week in the final round. Calf, a little bit of a trouble. The horse let him walk away a little bit. Cody's time, 11.585, runs him at about a second place.
Well, how about talent? How about this kid, Jason DeMint? He's been solid here all weekend. 10.094. This kid's got what it takes. Gets down the rope in a hurry. Just strong enough, just quick enough. Watch the tie. Hands go in the air, and there is your champion, Jason DeMint, in the Professional Choice calf roping. We enjoyed the breakaway in the calf roping. And folks, we have got a lot of great rodeo action left to come right after this.
Introducing a new cutting-edge brand of the finest quality hats, t-shirts, and stickers for the rodeo enthusiasts from HardcoreCowboyOnline.com. Get on the hottest new Western website and let everyone know you're a hardcore rodeo fan or participant, and maybe you'll wind up in one of our upcoming ads. Get a catalog and a free hardcore sticker. Post your hardcore story. Find out who's the most hardcore cowboy or cowgirl at HardcoreCowboyOnline.com. Cool hats, cool t-shirts, and a free hardcore sticker just for answering the question, are you hardcore?
It's tough to put your finger on it, That's something that powers some to get anything done. But when somebody's got this kind of drive, you'll know. Just look at their truck. Welcome to Ford country, land of the Indestructibles and home of the F-Series. When you're built Ford tough, you're out to take on anything. Just bring it on.
GlobalRanch.com and the NHSRA have partnered together to raise scholarship funds through an online auction. Potential bidders will be able to view the items 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with the auction taking place July 1 through July 31. Bid on items and merchandise from some of the leading companies and people in the industry while supporting a great cause. The auction can be accessed through GlobalRanch.com, the official internet partner of the NHSRA. All proceeds will go to support the scholarship fund of the National High School Rodeo Association.
Well, if you're a hardcore cowboy, it's time to get down and dirty as we get ready to go steer wrestling. HardcoreCowboy.com bringing us up and sponsoring our steer wrestling. Trevor Stokes, Josh Knapp, Scott Thomas, Willie Looney, Matthew Mashburn. Now, rest of the group coming up.
That little dap going on there for you. Hit me with that dap one time. Get me pumped up. Friends at Hardcore Cowboy, thank you. Boy, the steer wrestling has been outstanding, and it only gets better here this afternoon on this program. So we're bringing the best of the best back for the buddy round. We take a look at Trevor Stokes, Louisville, Mississippi Cowboy. He is 7-3 on his first one. He's got a chance to set the pace now. He wants to jump out there and be in a hurry. He knows he's got to pressure up right here. Gets down good, slides the steer around, goes for the nose, bring him over to his side.
Get over.
Oh, hung up just a little bit on him, Dennis. I hate it when that happens. Just makes it tough on the Cowboys.
He comes up with a time, a 7.631, a total time of 15.013. Look here, a nice run for him. Gets slid and stops. He kind of danced with him, got his knee under the ground, slowed him down, and put him on the ground. You know, Andy, one thing I'm impressed with these cowboys, cowgirls in high school is they get more and more TV times throughout the year. TV don't bother them anymore when you get to put the cameras on them.
Now, you know, and when we first started the program a few years back, a lot of kids did get nervous, but it's old hat to them now. They like being superstars. We take a look at Josh Knapp. He turned into 6'8" on his first one. Watch him go to work. That's the way you bulldog steers, kids. You watch it at home. The momentum of that steer, he kept it going, a 5.279, and this is a little bitty guy. He's not a big man. It doesn't take a whole lot of gumption. It just takes a whole lot of try. That's what he does right there. Puts him to the ground. What a great run for this kid. 5.279, 12.114 on 2. He's the new leader.
Morganfield, Kentucky. We go for our next cowboy up. This is Scott Thomas now. 6.641 on his first hit. Let's see what he can do here in the second one. He gets down the white steer. Oh, head over heels. He got, you know, he does old slide up rump to hump as he gets going. He kind of bounced over the top. Now, he's got a time. Either set it 30 seconds or 60 seconds. He can remount, still go on his horse and go chase it down. But he says, you know, I can't even catch my horse, let alone the steer. I'm just going to let him go. Tough luck for the cowboy out of Morganfield, Kentucky.
It's not characteristic, this guy. You see he's wearing a Wrangler All-Star Team shirt. They only give that to the best high school rodeo athletes in each state, so just a bad break for a good cowboy. Let's go to Greenbrier, Arkansas. Willie Looney's the man. 6'5" on his first one. He needs a 5.56 to take the lead in the steer wrestling here. Greenbrier, Arkansas Cowboy reaches a long way. Got the steer set up. What I say, steer stops, you have trouble. You got to keep the momentum going your way. That steer had time to get his feet under him, get set up. It cost him 10.34. We'll add that 16.889 for Willie Looney. He had a golden opportunity. Got down a little bit late behind that steer, trying to work to the front, but watch here. He lets the steer stop. Steer stops. Gets his feet under him. That causes problems. And he's really got to manhandle this steer, and that takes time to do it when these steers weigh 350, 400 pounds.
We go next to Magnolia, Arkansas for Matthew Mashburn coming up next. 6'5" on his first one. Now he needs 5'5". He wants to take over the lead. Let's see what he can do right here. Got his hat all down and said, oh, jumped him, I tell you, but he's got a good shot at getting him down quick.
Oh, boy, what a day to draw the noodle. And that's exactly what he did. When I mean the noodle, that's a steer that's easy to throw. This guy was all out of position. He just hustled up, though. We're going to give him the credit. He made something happen. How about a 5.4? He needed 5.5 to win. He knew it. Take a look at it. 11.9 on 2. Check him out. He just hustles around and watch him go for the nose. He's just pushing that steer over with his arm there. Does a great job to take the lead of steer wrestling.
Well, they say it weren't real pretty, but it worked. Scotty Neesmith up next to go. Morristown, Tennessee Cowboy. Now 6'3" on his first hit. Benny event Cowboy. Look at our clock, at our hardcore Cowboy clock in the right-hand corner. Scotty gets him caught quick and wrestled him down to the ground.
That's the pup.
4.498. 4.498. That's better than the 5.6 he needed, so it's going to put him in the lead at a time of 10.828.
Those are the kind of steers these guys lay in bed at night dream about drawing. This steer's just a pup. Watch him. When he gets a hold of his head, this steer's already on his way down right there. He's just a noodle. He's the one to have. Another pup in the pen. Those guys like those. As we go to Ty Gosmer now, Hinesville, Arkansas. He was 5.86 on his first one. He needs a 4.9 now to take the lead. You don't think it's getting tough in the steer wrestle? You got to be 4.9 to get in there? Come on, Ty. Look at him. Missed that inside horn. He was trying to get a hand on it, tuck away toward his pocket. He just couldn't get it done. And here we go again. The Rubbermaid Cattle Company has sent us another steer. This old steer just not cooperating. The same steer we saw last week. He's probably the toughest one in the pen. As my friend Jerry would say, I know this steer. I know this steer. He's tough to throw, and that's what happened right there.
Well, as he walks off, we'll get set for our next cowboy coming up. He'll be thinking about there for a minute. Daniel Knapp gets ready to go out of Enterprise, Mississippi. 5.8 on his first head. Needs about a 4.9 to take over the lead. Let's see what Daniel Knapp can do right here.
Here's another member of that Wrangler All-Star team. The best of the best. One out of Mississippi. Watch him go to work. That's why he's wearing that shirt with Wrangler on it right there. 4.68, Dennis.
He needed the 4.9 to get the lead. He gets the 4.681. Puts him in the lead right now. I tell you, if this is one that the other guys were down quick and they weren't so pretty, this was a pretty run. He started back there right by the rear end, slid right up to the horns, got him, put him on the ground, and down he went. Good run for Daniel Knapp.
Let's go to Cowboy from Tennessee. Jacob Foster's our Cowboy. Russellville, Tennessee. 5.74 on his first one. He needs to be 4.7 now to take the lead. Pressure's on him. He's drawn a good steer. Watch him go to work. Got the nose. Good run. Take a look at the hardcore Cowboy clock. 4.312. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure that one out, Dennis. He takes the lead right there on that run.
Well, I have to be a rocket scientist to add him up here. Gives him a 10.059 total time. It does put him in the lead, but a good run for that Cowboy. Got him quick, got the nose right where he wanted, putting him down quick. That's what it takes when you're steer wrestling.
Well, let's go to Bo Roberts, the dancing cowboy from BB, Arkansas.
Let's get him quick here. Hopefully he can dance.
Yeah, 4.6 on his first one. Needs a 5.3. Uh-oh, Bo, where's the hazer?
Exactly. I'm sitting there looking at the same thing you are. I was going, well, he's out there by himself.
Oh, he's looking at his hazer like, man, where were you? Come on. He just oversteered a little bit, our producer said. Finally, we see the hazer. Maybe just a little wide. Bo it just doesn't work for Bo. Tough break.
Too bad. I wanted to see him dance, too. David Maddox up next to go. Now we're down into short hairs as we get set up for the final Cowboys coming in, the top 15. 4.2 on his first one. Needs 5.8 to win. Looky here. This is a quick one. It's going to be very, very quick.
Oh,
get him stopped, get him turned. Needed 5.8. Let's go down to 4.482. Now we're down with a total on two head of 8.7. Man in the lead.
That kid don't play. He quit school because they had recess. He was here to win it. 8.711. He takes the lead, and I mean in a commanding way. 8.771, but it ain't over till it's over. Let's go to Tyler Pearson. Here's another Wrangler All-Star Cowboy. Louisville, Mississippi. How about this first one? 4.208. He needs a 5.4 to take the lead. He can do it. He gets down in a hurry. Check this out. How about it? Oh, look at this, 3.676. David Maddox, you thought you were quick. This kid, 7.884 on two. I can't say his name in 7 seconds. He's bulldogged two steers that fast. That's why he's on the Wrangler All-Star team, and that's why he's going to win a boatload of money right here in Memphis, Tennessee.
Well, good folks at Hardcore Cowboy, their clock's not getting much TV time here as these Cowboys keep flapping them down this quick. With 3.676, give him a 7.8 total time and puts him in the lead. Now we go to Jim Adcock, Readyville, Tennessee. 3.808 on his first head. He needs 4.07 to win. That's what it's going to take. He's the last man out. He's got the last shot at it. Turn in and beat the time that Tyler Pearson just turned in. Oh, a little bit of a long run. It's maybe going to take him out of it because he had to go so far down, but he held on good. Got him dumped down good, and he gets a 5.031. That's going to take him out of first place.
You can go to rodeos all over the country. You can drive a pickup truck to death. You won't see steer wrestling this consistent anywhere else. This has been great steer wrestling right here. These kids have put on a show, and they are some great athletes. We take a look at the Hardcore Cowboy leaderboard. Tyler Pearson wins it all unbelievably, 7.884 on two. Folks, we got more great rodeo action from Tennessee right after this.
Introducing a new cutting-edge brand of the finest quality hats, t-shirts, and stickers for the rodeo enthusiasts from HardcoreCowboyOnline.com. Get on the hottest new Western website and let everyone know you're a hardcore rodeo fan or participant. And maybe you'll wind up in one of our upcoming ads. Get a catalog and a free hardcore sticker. Post your hardcore story. Find out who's the most hardcore cowboy or cowgirl at HardcoreCowboyOnline.com. Cool hats, cool t-shirts, and a free hardcore sticker just for answering the question, are you hardcore?
It's tough to put your finger on it. That's something that powers some to get anything done. But when somebody's got this kind of drive, you'll know. Just look at their truck. Welcome to Ford country, land of the Indestructibles and home of the F-Series. When you're built Ford tough, you're out to take on anything. Just bring it on.
When I was little, all I did all day long was ride horses. When I got Scamper, I was 11 years old. I probably got along with Scamper better than I did my sisters. I give all my success to Scamper. I would not have had 10 world championships without him. There will never be another Scamper.
All the camper trailers and the horse trailers are set outside. Everybody here for the weekend. The great rodeo, the Bi-State Challenge Rodeo here, Germantown, Tennessee, right here in Memphis. We got some highlights of the Goat Time coming to you right now. Our Outback Trading Company sponsored event. Amber Worth, Morganfield, Kentucky, first one up. She earned her time in of 12.110.
Then we go to Lindsay Shaw, Perkinston, Mississippi. She turns in a time of 11.645 in the Outback Trading Company Goat Time.
Next up is Leslie Chance, time of 12.75 for her total time. Ended up being 24.242.
Morristown, Tennessee Cowgirls next. Ashley Miller, quite a cowgirl, turns in a time of 11.483 with a total time of 23.027 on 2.
Then we go to Rachel Steele out of Benton, Kentucky, 11.133 the time. Total time for her comes up 22.875.
Well, Lindsey Grogan's a cowgirl. Murray, Kentucky turns in 11.073 with a 22.767 on 2.
Then Ashley Herring out of Purvis, Mississippi, 11.557 gives her a total time of 22.230.
Albany, Louisiana cowgirl C.C. Dubois with a 10.736. Louisiana making a showing in the final round.
Kelly Miller out of Morristown, Tennessee, 10.118 to 21.797 total.
Well, the Middletown, Tennessee cowgirl Shelly Bronner turned in a time of 12.44 with a total on 2 of 21.559.
And then Juliana Cox, New Hebron, Mississippi, 11.369. Her total time of 21.559.
Well, what a great, great goat time. But it's time to go bull riding, brought to you by Wrangler Shirts and Jeans, the official jeans of the National High School Rodeo Association. As we see the Cowboys, the list of the Cowboys and the bulls that they have drawn here this afternoon, it is time to get it on to ride the wild bovine, Dennis.
I tell you, we want to keep our eyes on Clint Craig. He's the man with the 84-point ride from last week. Let's see if he can keep it up and go in and be the man that wins it all. Cody Skelton, Cedarville, Arkansas. Sunny Delight is the bull he's drawn. 65 on the first head he had.
Well, let's start it out with a bang. Come on, Cody Skelton. Let's make a ride on Sunny Delight. Bull around to the right. That's away from his hand. He's got a good seat. Uh-oh, he got whipped over there, got in trouble. Hand comes out of the rope, and he is mad. He knows that he could have rode that bull 9 out of 10 times, but this is the one time he didn't do it, and it just happened to be in the short round. Tough break for this kid. He is disappointed. See Daylight under them Wranglers. He's moving. He gets off his rope there. He tries to make a move. Touches the bull with a free hand, fouled himself, and he's out of there with a no score.
Well, let's go to our next bull rider coming to us, Ben Williams out of Irving, Illinois. Copycat is the bull he's drawn now. He was 71 points in his first round. See if he can't pick up and add some points to that and put himself in the lead. Right now, he still stands in the lead because the last Cowboy had 65, and he's down on the ground. Wrangler clock going up in the right-hand corner. About 3 seconds, couple jumps and a thump, and Ben Williams is down.
You know, Illinois has been sending some good bull riders over the past few years. This kid right here's got the talent. Just doesn't work for him today. Gets into his hand, gets thrown down. Let's go to Tim Shelley now, Natural Dam, Arkansas. I know this kid's brother, Steven. I watch him ride quite a bit. This kid rides anything like his brother. He's going to make a qualified ride. He's got the bull called Snake Eyes. Natural Dam, Arkansas Cowboy. Watch this, away from his hand. I like the way this young man's moving. He stays moving on top of that bull. He's got a seat. Oh, this bull just soon tried to buck his tail off. Oh, how about it? Arkansas, you got yourself a little bull rider right there. Look out, bullfighter. You're going to have yourself a, well, it won't be comfortable. Let's just put it that way. What a great ride for Tim Shelley. He stuck it out. Little bitty cowboy with a big old heart and a whole lot of try pays off for him. He's got to get a score coming in. They're saying 77 points on this ride, and that is going to put him in the lead with a 139 on 2. Just another day at the office for this guy. He is in control. Bull goes down right there at the end, but it doesn't matter. 8 seconds is over, and watch this. Run, Forrest, run. He's got the bullfighter lined out. Feet don't fail me now. Bullfighter gets away. We got 77 points. This kid put on a show for us, Dennis.
Yeah, you take a look here at Tim, and you hear all the guys that ride bulls that are really good at it. They talk about hustling their feet to keep themselves up. Watch this kid here. He keeps moving his feet to get him forward and forward to hang on. He gets that 77 points with 139 total. Nick Nelson up, Bologna, Arkansas. Tomahawk the bull, 70 points on his first hit.
Well, he needs a 70 to win. That'll make him 140 on 2. He's drawn the bull Tomahawk. This is a tough one right here. Ducks and dives out of there, blows his hand out of the rope. No cigar, no money. Tough break for this guy, Nick Nelson, Bologna, Arkansas. He needed 70. He was 70 points shy of what he needed right there to take the lead.
Well, he gets tipped down as soon as he comes out, and right then either let go or his hand blew out, and down he went for a no score. T.J. Kemp, Collins, Mississippi. Desperate Measures is the bull. He's 67 points on his first hit. He needs 73 to take over the lead.
Let's see if we can get her done. 73 points to move to the lead. All eyes on the bucket shoots. Here we go. Desperate Measures the bull. Cowboy's got a good seat. Big bull. Got a big belly. This kid's a long-legged kid, though. He said, I can reach down there and get a hold of you. Opening up with that right foot, giving him a money chop or two. We got ourselves a ride. We could be close to 73 points, Dennis. We may change the leaderboard. I'm going to say he's going to be about 75, 76. That's what I'm going to score. And we'll see what the judges say. Whoa, wait, 70. No. Oh, boy. Boo, boo for the judges.
Sit down. Don't go down and get him.
Oh, boys, y'all missed one there, guys. I'm sorry, but you missed about a 74, 75-point ride. I don't know where you missed it, but you missed that one. That kid ought to be winning it.
T.J. Kemp, he does get the 70 points. It's all but a 137 total. Clint Craig out of Mena, Arkansas. We talked about him last week. We're talking about him now as one of the best there is. Polecat is the bull he's drawn. He was 84 points last week. Only needs 56 to take the lead. Look here at the ride he had last week for the 84 points around, the money shot, everything worked out just right. The Cowboy hustling up. Good ride for this Cowboy. Now let's see what he can do this week when he comes in with the Polecat bull.
Well, he only needs 56 points to take the lead. 56. Basically, all he's got to do is hold on, because you can be 56 if you just hold on.
Yep.
So that's the thing. But sometimes there's more pressure on you when you know you just got to ride than if you got to be 80. Let's watch him go to work. Bull went into his hand. Oh, no, 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 in trouble. Oh, I tell you what, that is not supposed to happen that way. This guy's supposed to win the bull ride. Tough break for him. I don't know. Bull came into his hand. He had a good seat. He was just fixing to open up with that outside foot. Bull goes back the other way. Just kind of belly rolled him over into his hand a little bit. When he got along that fence, he just got all his body weight over there. Could not get back on top of him. Tough break for that kid.
It's tough to put your finger on it. That's something that powers some to get anything done. But when somebody's got this kind of drive, you'll know. Just look at their truck. Welcome to Ford country, land of the Indestructibles and home of the F-Series. When you're built Ford tough, you're out to take on anything. Let's bring it on.
I do the very best I know how, the very best I can, and I mean to keep doing it until the end. President Abraham Lincoln. This July, the National High School Finals Rodeo comes to Springfield, Illinois, Abe Lincoln's hometown. It's the world's biggest rodeo. 1,500 of the finest young people in North America, riding, roping, and reaching for the stars. Come, be a part of it.
When I was little, all I did all day long was ride horses. When I got Scamper, I was 11 years old. I probably got along with Scamper better than I did my sisters. I give all my success to Scamper. I would not have had 10 world championships without him. There will never be another Scamper.
GlobalRanch.com and the NHSRA have partnered together to raise scholarship funds through an online auction. Potential bidders will be able to view the items 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with the auction taking place July 1 through July 31. Bid on items and merchandise from some of the leading companies and people in the industry while supporting a great cause. The auction can be accessed through GlobalRanch.com, the official internet partner of the NHSRA. All proceeds will go to support the scholarship fund of the National High School Rodeo Association.
Back to Shelby Showplace Arena here in Memphis, Tennessee, as we get everybody set to go with more bull riding down in the buck and shoots. The Cowboys get set, the bulls ready to go. We'd like to take you back and show you some of the cowgirls in the pole bending. Some of the fastest horses we've seen and some of the best cowgirls riding. We ran world-class times as Amy Rayburn out of Summerall, Mississippi, 20.938. She totaled out a time of 42.231. Yes, Silversmith bringing it, our pole bender.
Yeah, thank you to Gift Silversmith. Bringing you, and, well, should I say crafting a legend piece by piece. They are some outstanding folks, and thanks to Gift Silversmith. As we take a look at Lindsay Evans of Lowell, Arkansas, she turns at a time of 20.896 to give her a total time on two of 42.097. In the pole bending, we have seen great runs here this weekend.
Top 15 cowgirls in this event were separated by less than a half a second. As we go to Megan Fisher, DeWitt, Arkansas, so we go to next. Her time comes in at 20.763, 41.830 total time.
Our next cowgirls, we take a look. You know, one thing we've noticed is no poles have been knocked over. No. That's what I like to see. You know, maybe they're setting concrete out there. No, they're really not. Let's go to Lacey Stockstill, Mendenhall, Mississippi cowgirl. Fringe is flying. This cowgirl makes a great run of 20.777. The 777's on the end. That's got to mean good luck. And she total time of 41.787. What a great weekend. Places her third for Lacey Stockstill.
Lindsay Nixon, Bee Branch, Arkansas. Look at here, 23.55. I mean, this was one of the best pole benders I've ever seen.
Am I safe to say that maybe Arkansas's got a chance this year at winning the National High School Final state title? They have got some outstanding kids in the pole bending and the bull riding. Look at this, 23.55 to 47.74. Ashley Battle, Mount Olive, Mississippi, turns in a time of 20.571. The fastest run of the weekend on two is going to be this cowgirl because it totals up to be a 40.651. Her and Old Yeller going to walk away with the championship here at the five-state showdown. What a great pole bending here this weekend.
Yeah, Ashley Batty out of Mount Olive, Mississippi. She wins the pole bending. We'll step back down to the buck and shoots. Get ready to go bull riding one more time. 71 points on one head. Will Parker out of Cabot, Arkansas. Badlands is the bull, and he's having some trouble with the Badlands right now.
Uh-oh, that cowboy's in trouble. He may have a shaving scar from that. Let's take it. Well, he's not old enough to shave yet, okay? He's small enough to climb through that fence, though.
You betcha. You betcha. They can find some places to get through that you and I never thought of.
Tough break for him. This bull bucks. How about this one, huh? They brought us a bucker. Whips him down over that front end, had his arm up there. Look at this. Right there again, almost kissed him. Throws him back around, hits him under the arm. Bullfighter right there. Take it out. You want to get up close? You want to be a bull rider? How about that, kids? They're not a linebacker in high school football that can hit you that hard.
I'll tell you, he reached up there, he managed to get that hand between him and that head every time, which is a saving grace for him right there. 78 points on one head for our next cowboy. This is Chase Cope, Bayfield, Kentucky. Now, Hitman is the bull he's drawn. Needs 62 points to take the lead right here. Look at this cowboy. Not very big. Bull not too big. Got to twist and duck and turn and smack on the head. And I'll tell you right now, he's glad he's wearing that helmet.
You bet. You know, the kids that wear the helmets, apparently they've had head injuries before or having a habit of getting pulled down over that front end. And right about there, he's glad he had that helmet on. Check it out. Bam! That's got a headache. Got Excedrin and red all over it. Bullfighter comes in, grabs the bull by the horns. Nice job by our bullfighter. Cowboy gets away unhurt.
Young Mr. Myrick out there fighting the bulls for us this weekend. Appreciate his help. 67 points on one head for Clayton Jones out Perry, Arkansas. He needs 73 to win, and he's got the bull called Wild Turkey.
Well, Wild Turkey, boy, helicopter spin blowed out of there. Oh, look out. Run for your life, Clayton. Down in front of that bull, just gets spun out over the top. Nearly trips and falls. This has been a bad day for Clayton. We'll take another look at it. This bull throws the power to him right here. As he comes around that spin, he clicks his heels. He's up on top of him. Does one complete turn, helicopter style on top of the bull. It's thrown down in front of him. Bull misses him by a hair. Bad day for Clayton Spencer.
Well, you want to score some points? Ride this one right here. Paratrooper, the bull that Clint Craig scored 84 on last week. Nick Price out of Bologna, Arkansas has drawn him. He needs to get something here if he's going to win this one. And yes, sir, he's tapped off. I see 8 seconds in his future.
This kid wanted it, huh? He was bucked off 3 times. He got back in the middle and made a ball ride. We're going to put some money in his pockets. He's happy as he can be right now. Oh, boy, Nick Price, write that name down. Bologna, Arkansas. Remember him. Oh, man, this guy made some moves. Check it out. He was bucked off right here. Off away from his hand, hustles back up, gets in the middle, keeps that free arm down on the side again, gets back in the middle again. He never stops trying. Kid doesn't know what quit means. 134 on 2, going to move him to the lead. Way to go, Nick Price. Nice ride.
78 on one head, 56 on another. Big jump there. If he'd just been a little bit more on that first head, he'd have been in the winner's circle right now. Well, we go to Lee Holyfield, Silver Creek, Mississippi. Johnny Bravo's the bull. 75 points on his first bull out. Black bull out to the right, down to the left side. Another man, the Wrangler All-Star team. Round to the left we go with the Outdoor Channel patch. I'm going to give him 10 points for that, I tell you. Here he goes, the round, and he's going to be in for the 8 seconds. A good ride for that cowboy.
Well, he only needs 65 to win. Judges, don't you disappoint me this time. We better be more than 65 right here. Let's take a look at it. He makes a good ride on Johnny Bravo. Scores coming in. They say 75 points, and we got ourselves a new leader. That's going to make him 150 on 2. Not nearly the bull ride that Nick Price had to make, but this guy stayed in control the whole time. He made a great ride. Nick Price just had a little bit more bull under him, but it doesn't matter. This guy takes the lead with 150 on 2.
Well, he needed 65. We gave him those 10 Outdoor Channel points, put him at 75, and he's going to win one. Kobe Donaldson out of Idabel, Oklahoma. Law Dog is the bull he's drawing. Cowboy with the face mask off. So he's got a good ride going. I don't know if he touched him there, but he's working a good effort. Stay up. He only got 1 more second to go, and I don't know if he made it.
Well, it's going to be awful close. They say no cigar. He did not make it. What a tough break for this kid right here. He is disappointed. Let's take a look at our Wrangler shirts and jeans scoreboard. Lee Holyfield wins it. Tim Shelley, T.J. Kemp, and Nick Price in the bull riding. Well, this week, our Outback Trading Company and Corral West Ranch wear all-around cowgirl from Bee Branch, Arkansas, is Lindsay Nixon.
All-around cowboy, Scotty Neesmith, Morristown, Tennessee.
Thanks to our friends at the Outback Trading Company and Corral West Ranch Wear. It has been a great rodeo from right up here in Germantown, Tennessee, right here on the outskirts of Memphis. We've seen great cowboys and cowgirls. Until next week, good night, everybody. This week's program has been brought to you by Barstow Pro Rodeo Equipment, manufacturer the very finest in rodeo riding and working cowboy gear. The Professional Rodeo Cowboys Association. Yes, Silversmith, crafting a legend piece by piece. Hardcore Cowboy. Hey, are you hardcore? Wrangler, the official jeans and shirts of the National High School Rodeo Association. Smith Brothers and SmithBrothers.com. Roping, riding, or racing, it's Smith Brothers coming at you. Corral West, the official Western wear dealer of the National High School Rodeo Association. The Outback Trading Company, the original Australian Outfitters. And Professional Choice Incorporated.